my turn to wish you were lying here? I tend to dream you when I'm not sleeping. Is it my turn to fictionize my world, or even imagine your emotions? Tell myself anything. Is it my turn to hold you by your hands? Tell you I love you and you hear me. Is it my turn to totally understand, to watch you walk out of my life and not do a damn thing? Oh, if I have to get away with the feeling that I feel, yeah. If I have to sacrifice whatever, baby, whatever, baby. If I have to take apart all that I am, anything that I would not do, since I die without you. Yeah, baby, since I die without you. Since I die without you. Oh, I apologize for all the things I've done. Now I'm underwater and I'm drowning. Oh, yeah. Is it my turn to be the one to cry? Isn't it amazing how some things just completely turn around? Oh, so take every little piece of my heart, yeah. Take every little piece of my soul, yeah. Take every little bitty piece of my mind. Cause if you go inside, die without you. Get away from the feeling that I feel, yeah. I have to sacrifice whatever, baby, whatever, baby. I have to take apart all that I am. Is there anything that I would not do, since I die without you? Since I die without you. Since I die without you, yeah. Since I die without you, since I die without you, since I die without you, yeah, baby. Sad adrift on memory bliss of you. Cocktail glass behind a blind of plastic planks. Finds a lady with a fat diamond ring. Then you know I can't remember a damn thing. I think it's one of those deja vu things, or a dream is trying to tell me something, but will I ever stop thinking about it? I don't know. I doubt it. Subterranean by design. I wonder what I would find if I met you. Let my eyes caress you until I meet the thought of Mrs. Princess, who often wonder what makes her work. I guess I'll leave that question to the experts, assuming that there are some out there, but probably alone, solitaire. I can remember when I caught up with a pastime intimate friend. She said, but you're probably gonna say I look lovely, but you probably don't think nothing of me. She was right though, I can't lie. She's just one of those corners of my mind, and I just put her right back with the rest. That's the way it goes, I guess. You send me, baby, you send me. I'm sad adrift on memory, but so you send me. Baby, you send me. I'm sad adrift on memory, but so you. Careless whisper from a careless man. A neutron dance for a neutron fan. Marionette strings are dangerous things. I thought of all the trouble they bring. An eye for an eye, a spy for spy. Rubber bands expand in a frustrating sigh. Tell me that she's not dreaming. She's got an ace in the hole. It doesn't have meaning. Reality used to be a friend of mine. Cause complete control, I don't take too kind. Christina Applegate, you gotta put me on. Guess whose piece of the cake was back on? She broke a wish.
Hey yo, check this. This is a K Smooth Yellow Man remix.
Boy, you know I'm sick and tired of all your silly games, and you're messing with my mind. Now I know what you're all about. Your skin this way, baby, I can't do without. Last night, hanging with my friend, saw you with your other lover once again. I ain't going out like that, no. Boy, I'm telling you, why you wanna hurt me, baby, with the things why you wanna play me out, why you wanna play me out, I've been good to you, I've been trying to you.
Sister.
Every time I'm with you, you make me feel brand new. Writing on names on everything, 'cause I'm always with you, no matter if it's far or near. I'm always here, you won't disappear. Yeah. So brand new, even if my friends say that I'm a fool, they don't know, baby, you're the other side. I just wanna be you, hold me tight. It's been 5 years long since I first met you. You haven't changed, baby. You are still the same. You don't have to worry about me and you. We got a love that it would be so true. You make me feel so brand new. Even if your friends, even if my friends, they say the way they don't know the other side. Just wanna be broken down tonight. I'm so in love, baby. I'm just flying. I'm gonna make you laugh. soul. Something I can't control comes over me. Ooh, whenever it is. Take
many times I feel we are losing time one share. And rolling wind on an ecstasy. Do you seem to really care? I've been just saying not to worry. I can only speak for myself. How do you think when I'm happy, babe? With a love like mine locked up on the shelf. Remember when I had a place. It was a part of the day. And just when I'm in over, I'm in too deep. Girl, you make the choice and turn up. When you should have get it, turn down. Oh, that's a stop repeating. Turn down.
Please don't tell me it's down. Please don't tell me it's down. Who plays games with no rules? tricks on your mind. You'll be fine, take this time to find peace of mind.
When I'm dreaming, you got it in all the world, time and time again. As I wrote her off for the 10th time today, practiced all the things I would say. She came over, I lost my nerve. I took her back and made her turn. I know it's okay, man, 'cause I like the abuse. I know, playing with me. That's okay, 'cause I got no self-esteem. Oh,
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's happening?
Let's go out at night. I wait till 2 and I turn out the light. There's rejection.
We in here, baby. What's up? Man, gotta let them cook. Gotta let them white boys cook. They know they be going off, man. That's actually, to me, just in my humble opinion, I like it when people ain't just trying to imitate other genres of music. Just do your thing, right? Like, I'll go back and listen to the Big Hair Band from the 80s. Them boys was bad. I wasn't into it. I'm gonna tell the truth. I wasn't into it, but I knew about it because I was a kid. And, I ain't gonna say I wasn't into it because I don't consider Duran Duran and the British Invasion from the 80s and Tears for Fears. And I don't consider that, Big Hair Band rock. But, I like the little White Snake, one or two songs, and I just kind of course, everybody loved Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses, everybody loved them. It wasn't like, okay, well, black folks was bumping Guns N' Roses. It's a trip. It's a trip, man. We used to love that, man. Back in the day, Journey, all the it was a different time, man. I actually think music was better. Yeah, they was doing white boy stuff, trying, and that's my thing. It's like I don't like when people try to imitate hip hop. No, hip hop is different. If that's authentically who you are, then be who you are. But I just felt like music was better when they was doing that rock and roll shit. That shit was hot. I remember they used to have a show on MTV called Headbangers or something. Headbangers Ball. Y'all remember that? I used to watch Headbangers Ball. That's how I learned about Anthrax and all that. Yeah, I was into it. I was, we'll sit there because, we had jukebox, but I ain't gonna lie. I kind of got tired of jukebox because people had no originality. You'll have all them songs on jukebox, and them people are just constantly play one or two songs. They would constantly play Pop That Coochie and I Wanna Rock. And I got sick of watching it. Like, okay, I done seen this 1,000 times. Like, jukebox became the Pop That Coochie channel. Like, it was my Posse's on Broadway. They wore that one out, boy. That was a big song on jukebox. Y'all remember jukebox? Jukebox was it. Man, it was a good old day. But every once in a while, like my mama didn't know this, but I would call and play a little special ed. I remember I played The Mission. I played that. What else I played? I played a couple of Kwame songs on there. Kwame was hot back then. I played his song, One of the Big Boys. And I used to love that jukebox, man. Jukebox would give you some good stuff back in the day. Like you could get, but everybody wanted to play the same thing. I got sick of it. They kept playing. That's how I found out about Oaktown 357. First time I heard Oaktown 357, I got the single first for free because it was this place called Alpha 7. We went there and the dude was giving them out. I guess he was with them. They was doing street team or whatever. They just handing out albums. I got an album from Oaktown 357. It was Yeah, the single. And I remember I played it. I was like, this sounds weird. I just had never heard a beat like that. Then it kind of grew on me. I started liking the song, and then they came out with the video, and yeah, they was hot. Oaktown 357. I was a fan of them. But one of the things I do think that back in the day, you got exposed to different types of music. As a kid in the 80s, they'll play like night tracks. Y'all don't remember night tracks from the 80s, do you? That's that Friday show they used to show it, and they'll play like 20 videos. It'll come on like 10 o'clock at night, and they'll play all the videos. And, that's when I heard Mr. Broken Wings, and yeah, good old days. And you watch that before you get up early and watch cartoons. So Friday night tracks was this show. And they used to show, like, they'll show a black video, they'll show some, Prince didn't even count. I didn't count Prince's black music. Prince, black people loved him. Don't get it twisted. But Prince was so big. Prince was that guy that you'll watch night tracks and he'll be number one. It'd be either him or Michael Jackson. Like, Prince was him. I don't know why people sleeping on Prince now. People playing Prince like he a shawty. Look at, man. I put Prince. If I could play Prince music and not get my videos taken down, I would play Prince damn near every song I come up with. I love Prince. Love Prince, man. I'm a big fan of Prince. Raspberry Beret, Under the Cherry Moon. I like that album. Prince was him. Care what nobody say, man. Alphabet Street, all that, man. I'm a big fan of Prince, bro. Prince made some bangers, bro. I don't think he gets his props like he should. The Batman album. Prince was that dude. But think about it. Prince had a great run from like 80. I say shit. Probably like 79. Prince was, you gotta understand, Little Red Corvette, International Lover, all that, that album, Controversy, killed him with that. Prince was that dude, man. Then he had 1999. Then he dropped Purple Rain. And I know everybody's a Thriller. Thriller's it. But they can make a Prince biopic. Trust me. Prince need a biopic, bro. Prince was that dude. And I heard he was a real baller. Legit he wanted to go play like college ball. He was a good point guard. I think he played in Minnesota. He was a point guard. He was actually kind of nice. So I could easily see Prince beating up on some dudes that ain't never played before. But I don't even, it's like comparing Prince and MJ. It's like, I don't like that comparison. They're completely different artists, different style, different way of thinking, different way of moving. Michael is the complete package of entertainment, dance. Like, I ain't gonna lie, some of his best dancing was in the 70s. Like, I saw some stuff of Mike. I was like, God dang, boy, Mike was sick. Like, you see Mike, everybody know the normal stuff that Mike do. Go back to the 70s when he had the fro when he was with his brothers and watch him. Boy, Mike was a killer, boy. Mike was a killer. I was like, I saw a video I had never seen, song I had never heard, and Mike was out there and he was killing. I was like, man, this dude, like because the degree of difficulty of some of the dancing he was doing, the style, the way, Mike was sick, bro. So I can't take that from Mike, and it's not fair to put that on Mike and say, well, yeah, but he was a better dancer. Prince ain't no dancer, bro. Prince will do stuff, but he wasn't no real dancer. Prince was an artist. Prince was a guy that he was really into the art of the music. And so Prince Rogers Nelson, to me, is easily like Mozart or somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, right? Like, we've heard about the great composers and stuff. That's Prince. Prince is like one of them. You don't compare. Nobody compares Mozart to Michael Jackson. It's just not even in the same. You see what I'm saying? That's about what you're doing with Prince. This man played like 17 instruments. Just think about it. This dude's whole album, he did it by himself at like 15 years old. He did everything. So Prince is different. I love Mike. Mike did Thriller. People want to give it to Quincy Jones. Mike did most of Thriller. I will give that to Mike. Mike is great. I'm not saying Mike isn't, but I just don't even want to put him in. When we say entertainer versus artist, I have to separate them. And I do believe that Prince is the greatest artist I've seen. I ain't trying to be funny. I mean, obviously, you can put some other people in there, but Prince, got to go up against R. Kelly. Prince got to go up against Stevie Wonder. Those are the guys Prince, that's Prince lane right there, right? R. Kelly's not a singer, but we all know R. Kelly as an artist is, come on, man. Y'all know what Robert Kelly is. You know what I'm saying? Robert Kelly's that guy. So it's like, and I really think they should let him out. I think he got railroaded. I think he's done enough time. I'm not saying he shouldn't have went to jail, but god dang, man. They gave that man 30 years. Like, come on, 30 years. You got people killing people, getting 10. Come on, man. R. Kelly should be out. That's the truth. Not because I like his music, but just because out of GP. That's just how I feel about it. I don't think he should have did 10. I think he should have did about 5 years and been done with it at the most. R. Kelly should be out right now. That's the truth. And Bill Cosby shouldn't have went to jail either. I said it. Anyway, and they taking all of Bill Cosby money, bro. It is what it is, bro. Like, it is what it is. I'm gonna put it like, Prince was his rival. I agree with you. Prince was his rival, but they were different. They were in a different lane. Like Prince, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, Prince had songs, and then his writing, like, you got to look at the writing too. Like, so he wrote for Fleetwood Mac. He wrote for Stevie Nicks. Stand Back, that's Prince. Stand Back by Stevie Nicks is Prince. Like, just Manic Monday, the Bengals, Prince. Prince is, I'm telling you, Prince is sick. The Time, Prince. Jungle Love, I don't know about Jungle Love, but I do know, I'm going to give you another one. Nasty Boys by Janet Jackson. Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis stole that from Prince. You heard it here. But Prince ain't sue him, but he definitely, He would pick at them every once in a while because they was working with him at first. So it is what it is. But look, I wanted to come up here today because I got something I really want to cook on. I'm sick. Like, my thing is, okay, the Invest Fest is over, right? Okay, it's over. I'm just sick of the videos and the content that people are making because, for one, I hate to do this, but it's a lot of dusted niggas that ain't never built or invested in nothing in their whole lives out here dragging and talking and ain't never done nothing. Now, I ain't saying I got to do an event to speak on it or give commentary, but if I'm going to tear somebody's shit down, then, yeah, Tory Lanez shouldn't be locked up either. I think that girl shot her. And I don't think the girl really shot her. But anyway, that's another thing. That's another thing. Tory Lanez shouldn't be in jail either. But this first comment on my video, Invest Fest was a flop. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Comments like that. 31,000 people were there. How is it a flop? 31,000 people were there. You had events. I'm sure these brothers made millions of dollars off this event. Millions. It was a success. It wasn't a flop. I was there. And what bothers me more than anything, this is what really, just really gets to me, is you got all these people claiming to be authorities on what this is, what it was about, and they never did even step foot in the front door. I saw one guy that did go, and he talking about it was a BBL fest or some shit. I'm like, BBL fest? What is he talking about? Like, anything, this is the problem I have with a lot of black folks. You tear down shit that you have. Events, different things, you tear them down. That's why the Oscars, a black person will jump and buck dance for an Oscar or a Grammy before they'll jump and buck dance for a BET award. That's why. Because anything that is black, we automatically shit on. You got to understand the Oscars is Jewish. These are Jewish events that they put on themselves because they wanted to feel special for themselves, and that's what they did. That's what the Oscars is. And so now the Oscars, everybody thinks the Oscar is everything. I can go into why, but I don't want to get my channel deleted, obviously. But everybody looks at getting an Oscar as a big deal. Everybody looks at getting a Grammy as a big deal. Invest Fest is what it is. And I'm going to explain what Invest Fest is because I'm going to go through the people that were there and everything. Guys, Invest Fest was an event where people went to and they saw people give lectures about different subjects that you may or may not be interested in. You may not have known about crypto like that. So you might have went to this event and learned about crypto and saw some, and it piqued your interest, and you start doing research about crypto mining, or you might want to get into investing in options or something. You saw somebody that had a booth and they talked about options. Now, you might have bought their course, and their course might have been okay, but it was basic knowledge, but it got you in that world. But guys, it was a lot of trading people there. Let me explain something to you about trading. Trading takes time. It's not about the knowledge. Anybody can get an indicator. Anybody can learn about support and resistance and trends, learn about not trading the news and start trading. And that your skill set won't be any different than the person that's grown billions and millions of dollars in this. Your skill set will be right there. They ain't gonna say billions, but millions. Billions, they got a little bit more of an inside track. They got like different things that they can get different information. You have to pay for it as a trader, but that costs a lot of money. Usually that's a guy with a bunch of money in their account. They can get that early information. That's why they're a better trader. So when you see people at the tip top, those guys have information and they trade at a different level. Now it's about protecting assets more so than winning because they already got billions of dollars under their control. So they split their trades off into little small pieces and they make little small moves. But even those small moves, you talk about $150 million trade or $40 million worth of Bitcoin. That's a tiny tip of what they got. And they move. These are whales. So they move different. See what I'm saying? They got tons of people depending on them. So they got their accounts. They got a team of people making trades for them. And if that person loses 0.1%, that account is shut down and they have to go and review why you did that. So people got, and see, you got to educate yourself. And I'm not trying to say this like I'm super smart or I know everything, but people have to educate themselves on what's going on. And so you go to InvestFest and you learn about trading from some guy. Some guy set up on there. He talked about how he grew his account. He talks about certain things. Okay, cool. You learn about options. You learn about Forex. You learn about futures. You learn about whatever, right? And then you learn about how to retire, how to save for retirement, what you need to do, how to diversify, different things like that, because a lot of black people don't save for retirement, right? These are just facts. That's what you saw. Now, can you go to one of those events, one of those little panel discussions, and I'm going to show them to you, and get billion-dollar investment ideas and stuff that if I just go, this guy set up here and said, if I invest in this stock next week, I'm going to make $2 million. If I take every dime I got and drop it in here, it's going to go on a run. No, nobody's doing that. Nobody does that at an event. There isn't an event where you can go to, sit down, and some guy talks for 30 minutes, and now all of a sudden you're a millionaire the next week or two. Doesn't happen like that. It does not happen like that. And so this idea of everybody being scammers, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. What's up, Nata Jean? Nata Jean says she moved to DMV. Good. That's what I'm saying. Like, even up in that area, there are black people doing well. And what I'm saying is we shit on, we destroy, we talk about so bad. I'm about to get in on this brother. This brother obviously didn't take his ass to the event. So I'm going to see what he got to say. Watch this now.
Bilal, respectively, you smoking dope and dog food if you don't believe that your leisure that you've earned has been earned on the backs of black people, the support of black people.
Now, when you say on the backs of, that means that they suffered and they got nothing out of it. When you say it was built on the backs of black people, that's I don't even call that a backhanded diss. That's a slap in the face, because what you're saying is he used and manipulated black people to get where he at. That black people didn't get anything. And I'm going to show y'all what was there. In fact, let me go and pull that on out the hat trick, right? Let me pull that out the hat right quick. Let me show you who was there, because we got to get in on this type of stuff. Built on the backs of black people. That's a slap in the face. That really is. So, as you can see, this is the event right here. They got a little sport thing. I didn't go to that. I ain't saying everything here I felt I was into. But so building a 9-figure business, you got people talking about what happens when people get to a certain level in their business where they're making money, but they want to cross over into that billionaire status. What does it take? Well, that's some shit I don't know. So I probably, if I want to get to that level and I'm doing well, I probably want to go to something like that. Investor Blueprint, right? Market Mentor. These are people. I looked up a couple of these people. They solid investor people. Let me keep going. This guy here, Strong Mind, Strong Life. This is like a mental health guy. You got some women in business talking about what it's like to be a woman in business. Framework to change your life. I don't know who that is. Obviously, I didn't have nothing to do with this event here because I really don't like 19 Keys. I won't hear nothing about no high-level consciousness conversation. That ain't something I want to hear. Right? So this is how, okay, franchising opportunities in Africa. They did that. Now, this is a little celebrity thing. They had Generations of Greatness, Nick Cannon, Terrence J, and Steve Harvey. Okay. Those are celebrities. Then you had the Kendra G singles event that people went to, that everybody's busting nuts because they claim that the men didn't show up at the event. But I called a couple people, some dudes in there. And if you go on Kendra G's channel, you'll see a lot of dudes in the event. So, and let's be honest, if I'm an investor or if I'm a woman, I probably do want a man that's on the up and up. Regardless of what Kendra G said about if you want a millionaire, you want a rich man, this way you need to be. And then even when she was talking about niggas making 100,000. And let's be honest, that's normal in Atlanta. That's just called plain when you make 100,000 in Atlanta. Let's keep going. Leadership at the highest level. You got the guy from Morgan & Morgan. You got couples who build together. It's talking about how being a married couple, investing in your business, different stuff like that, growing, investing. Okay. You got the brother turning plastic into power. I guess this brother, I didn't go to his event, but I see people dragging this brother because this the guy that turned plastic and figured out how to turn plastic, which is a waste product that we throw away, and how to turn it into fuel. So they dragging him for that. Investor Blueprint, I already showed y'all this one. Faith, Purpose, and Prosperity. Y'all saw me. I put that one up on the channel. I ain't got nothing bad to say about that one. It's basically being a believer and having a business and what it's like to be a believer and run a business. Tax strategies they don't tell you about, so they're giving you strategies in tax. Carlton Dennis, y'all know his YouTube channel. He a beast. He's a beast, right? So these are guys just giving you tax shelter advice. I don't see how. So I'm going through all this because I want y'all to see who was there. AI, okay, now Alicia Little is a dog, straight up. I went to it. I got a lot of valuable information from her panel discussion. No, it wasn't a panel discussion, just her talking to a bunch of AI bots that she built, basically. And she was giving you advice on how to use AI for your business to improve your business. She was talking about being a beautician and selling hair and different stuff like that. Now, I don't believe Portia should have been on the panel whatsoever because she was just starting her business. But still, Portia was there. But I'm going to tell you something. I know a sister that makes about $250,000 a year every year selling hair and doing hair. It's a lot of black women doing well selling hair. So, yeah. So, right here, we got Built to Last, Build It, Own It. What it says, Built to Last, Own It, Build It, Keep It, presented by American Property Owners Alliance. So these are people that work with housing and urban development. They're trying to tell you about how you can build houses and own them and keep them. Okay. You got your boy, Anthony O'Neill was there. Path to Financial Freedom. Basically paying off your debt. Talking about that. Right? Investment. Wealth. Right? Okay. This was Beyond QQQ invented, and this is by Investco, and I should have took my ass to that one because they had a line around the corner at Investco, and I don't know why. I should have found out. But Investco was there, right? The next play is Investco's Innovation Suite presented by, I'm going to look that up, by Investco. They were there. Faith in Business. I missed that one. These two guys right here. These are two pastors probably talking about it. Right here, Building Wealth with Salon Suite Ownership. So these are opportunities for owning salon suites. That's a business. I know a couple of black people up here that own some salon suites. But keep going. So you got Opening Charge by pastors trying to encourage people. Let me go back. Skip one. Entrepreneurs Boardroom presented by Miss Business. Now, Miss Business had a beautiful I don't even want to call it a podium. She had like a game show thing, a booth built. And it was probably like 25 feet tall. And it had like booths. And then you go in there and it looked like you on damn Price is Right or some shit. You sitting there on like a game show, like Press Your Luck or something. And you sit there and you have to answer questions. It was real interesting. And she had like referees, people walk around with referee outfits. It was great promotion. But this is the thing. A lot of people understand what it means for presentation. Presentation is everything in business a lot of times. You can have the best product in the world, but if your presentation isn't good, then it just isn't good. And so I'm showing y'all all this to show you the type of people that were there. A lot of these people, these ain't celebrities. These are people that are experts in their fields. Building wealth through the trades. I don't see no reason why that's a bad idea. Talking about the trades. Right? Talking about how you can make money doing HVAC, electrician, and plumbing. How you can just go to a community college, get those skill sets, and get out here and make a killing because there's a shortage. This is the type of shit they talk about. But this is bad, though. This is scamming. Let's keep going. Insure the Bag. Real estate retirement taxes presented by the Wealth Academy. I guess that's something we don't need. I don't know. That's scamming too, right? That's scamming. I thought Marion Barry was DC. But anyway. Actually, that's how BET got off the ground. Marion Barry. The future of the music business. I care nothing about the music business, but if you wanted to, you can learn that. They was talking about it. Unlocking Wealth, Building Opportunities of African Property Owners. Okay. By American Property Owners. So we already talked about that. Home ownership discussion, how to get a home with all these interest rates being up and stuff like that. Okay, talked about that. 12 months, $1 million valuation by High Risk World. Tommy Duncan. I don't know who that is. But if that's something I want to learn, I'll probably go to it. The business behind the experience. They had that one at 1 o'clock. They had EYL's signature author experience book signing. So they was around there signing books. Then you had Money, Power, Purpose by Equity Now. I don't know who that is, but I would look into that. And then you had business succession planning and comprehensive financial planning. This is some shit you probably want to get into, especially if you got a business. You need to think about your future. That's what this is. This is just future planning. Confident investing, any market, any age, presented by Charles Schwab. Oh, okay. Charles Schwab is a scammer, right? Okay. What's driving markets? AI, crypto, and geopolitics in 2026, presented by the devil. The devil himself sent representatives here to tell you how they evil and how BlackRock and Vanguard is running the world. I'm just being funny. I'm being funny, but it's BlackRock, so you know. Am I really being funny about the Axis Mundi? Anyway, I'm being funny. Airbnb automation, earn without ownership and turn doubters into believers. Now, I know a few people that got a couple of Airbnbs that they rent. They'll rent an apartment and then just Airbnb it out. People do that. I don't know how. Some people do it. People do it all the time, and they make money. You just got to get some nice furniture, put it in there, Airbnb, there you go. It's a good source of income. People do that. People do that. You had to look up for the last one. Yeah. Was it navigating common financial goals with ETFs? Well, I'll be presented by BlackRock, a.k.a. the devil, a.k.a. the New World Order. So the New World Order is coming here and telling you how to invest and how to take care of yourself. So when they, collapse the dollar and stuff, you can at least be protected some kind of way. But hey, what do I know? Because they talking about crypto and AI. They tell you what it is. This is the last one, presented by, okay, so we did that, navigating. Okay, so this is the last one. Now, I wanted to show y'all that before I came back to this other video. So let me ask y'all a question in the comments. Maybe y'all, based on what y'all saw, were these a bunch of scammers? I didn't see anybody. Maybe you might could say Portia, she just getting started, but Portia spoke to her experience and what she's done. She didn't really get up there like she hired, sign up for my course. She just saying, hey, I'm using my celebrity at Atlanta Housewives to try to roll into the hair business. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to start a business. That's it. I still don't think she should have been on the panel because she don't know shit. But they put her on the panel, right? I just don't think the people that were there were just outright scammers. I don't like that. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I making this video? Because black folks, man, when it comes to investing, and he gonna get into some stuff in this video. So let's keep going.
Let me roll this clip real fast. Let's get into it. Rashad Bilal, respectively, you smoking dope and dog food if you don't believe that your leisure that you've earned has been earned on the backs of black people, the support of black people.
And I can't stand these grandstanding, conscious, hotel. Black people are suffering victims, and the white man got his foot on their neck type nigga. I don't like them. I don't like these niggas. I don't.
Roll this clip real fast. Let's get into it.
Some of the dumbest things I've seen online even before the event. Somebody was like, we have events like this every single week in Atlanta. You're an idiot for saying that. You never.
Let me say this. Let me say that. I got to tell the truth, man. I'm about to swing the pendulum back the other way in this regard. Dude, you already got on, so you got on the Breakfast Club and said some dumb shit. You got exposed because you hadn't even talked to the mayor. You hadn't even really talked to the city. You claim you did, but you didn't. Obviously, because Mayor Andre Dickens was like, man, I ain't heard nothing from these dudes. They out here, and then now you look like a fool. That's number one. Number two, he about to say some real disrespectful shit. And you have to understand the money that you made Now, I was there. 99.999% of that money was from from black people. There were some whites there. There were, but if you took all the black people out the event, bro, you would, yeah, come on, man. If you took all the black people out this event, if you cut the black people down a third of what they were, you'd have lost millions, bro. Millions. The reason you were successful, the reason you made profit, and you probably grossed north of $10 to $12 million on this event is because of black people. So now you upset and you watching all these dumbass niggas out here talking about you and you don't know how to talk. That's the problem. He does not. Bilal, he runs his mouth. He says dumb shit. And this is yet another way you putting your foot in your mouth. If the InvestFest does flop next year, it'll be because you running your damn mouth talking shit. Instead of understanding that it's because you should be appreciative of the people like myself who actually went to your event and patronized your event and spent money to go to your event. And you got 30-some odd thousand people that went. You probably got another 30, 40,000 right here in Atlanta that wanted to go and just, can I be honest with you? I just found out about InvestFest this year because I don't watch your show, never heard of it. I live in Atlanta. So the fact that you up here shitting on and saying the stuff he about to say, that's his problem. You talk too damn much. You say dumb shit. He does. What's up, Tice? He says a lot of dumb shit. He need to stop, bro. You going on the Breakfast Club saying that shit was stupid. Do not burn bridges. If I got in that position where he is and he's in a nice position, I'm not going to hate on him. These brothers in a good position. Let me say something. If I was in that position doing what they're doing, I wouldn't go on a nationally syndicated radio show and shit on Atlanta. I just wouldn't do it. Especially when you're trying to get money sent your way. Especially when you know damn well it ain't but about three or four cities that would even be able to house this event. And if you go to another city, you're probably starting from scratch again. And you're going to have to build the relationships and the people and all that shit. You got to build that shit back up if you go to another city. You already got 6 years of a track record of doing an annual event. Shut up. That's it. Shut up. Now, why is he mad? Why is he talking like this? Because he's sick of niggas like this guy making this video. He's sick of it. He's sick and tired. He's responding, but he doesn't know how to talk. He doesn't know how to talk. And honestly, I want to see. I don't know nothing about this brother. Is he married? Because his mouth is and sometimes you look at people like, damn, this brother don't know how to talk. He doesn't know how to communicate. He doesn't know how to massage a situation and get what he wants. Because that's really what you want. You want to be able to massage these types. If you're in a situation where you with somebody and you may feel like angry, right? Because I've been in that situation where I felt angry, but I operated with self-control and discipline, and I learned how to control my mouth. I've had people come to me at Lifting the Veil and say some crazy shit. And it's a part of me that wants to snap, but I'm going to remain professional and not snap, and I'm going to control my emotions and say what I got to say. I had one student one time, he got a job, right? He got a job offer. He went out and got drunk. Came in the class link. Came in there talking real mad disrespectful. And a lot of students was mad, but I didn't snap on him. Cause I knew, I said, okay, he just got the job. He's happy. He drunk. He's slurring this, which I ain't never got that drunk and went up and said something. But I could have snapped. Man, get the fuck. I felt like doing it. Trust me. Cause my lady was saying, what the fuck? She's sitting there looking crazy. So I would just mute his mic and then say something. He'll come back and say some crazy shit. And sub, you don't know what you're talking about. He drunk as hell. I think his brother was on there. His brother called him and got him to hang up. But I didn't snap, right? Me and that student still cool. I ain't got no hard feelings. I knew he didn't mean it. I knew he was drunk. And I knew I had just talked to him. Like when he got the job offer, he called me earlier that day. He was excited. He was happy. Man, thank you, brother. Man, you helped me. Then he called me drunk, talking crap. I said, okay, I put 2 and 2 together. But I could have really niggered it up with him. I could have really, really, really niggered it up. Cause I can nigger. We can all nigger from time to time. I felt like the Hulk. You feel that rage building up on his side. That's the nigger. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I like the Hulk, and I hate that they done nerfed him. And now they starting to like they're trying to bring him back to the real Hulk, man. That's what I want to see in Marvel. Give me the Hulk, man. I want to see him. Like, you should have gave him some get back on Thanos. I'm still pissed about that. How they did him. Like, man, how y'all let this man whoop Hulk like that and they let him get his comeback, man? This the Hulk we talking about, dog. Let Hulk get at him. I didn't like that. I ain't like how they did the Hulk, man. Guess they feel like he too masculine. But, you know, that's the problem with Marvel. That's why they losing money. Did y'all hear why they never made the, I'm going to get back to the video, but the reason they never made the movie Blade, do y'all know why they didn't make Blade? So the plot for Blade, you know, Marvel went on this feminist, women run the world type shit, you know, and that's why they lost all this damn money, right? But guys, do you know that in Marvel decided to make the plot, the plot of Blade was gonna be his daughter is a vampire. She's a killer, a vampire killer. She was gonna be, you know, killing all the vampires, and then he was gonna die, and they was gonna make his daughter the. That's what they was gonna do. First movie for Blade. And Mahershala Ali, shout out to him, was like, hell no. We ain't doing that. Like, why are you gonna kill you? So wait a minute. And if you go back, this is my personal opinion. I'm sorry. I don't think Wesley Snipes is too old to do Blade again. I'm sorry. I don't. You got HGH. You got test hormones. He could work out, hit the gym. You could dye his hair. Wesley Snipes, a trained martial artist. Get Wesley Snipes back. Get Blade back, man. That's an easy $600, $700, $800 million movie. You ain't even got to spend that much. Just give him his sword, give him a couple of guns, and let him kill vampires, and you would have easily made $700, $800 million. Tell me I'm wrong. You could have spent $100 million on that. You could have spent $100 million on that movie, dirt cheap, and blew it out the water. It's Blade, man. Damn, they act like they got to reinvent the wheel or something. Man, Blade has to be really, really, really good. No, it don't. It's going to be good. All you got to do is give him the blade. Let him come uphill. Motherfuckers always trying to skate uphill. Just that's it. That's all you got to do. Cut him up, kill him. That's it. Damn, that was, man, come on, man. That was a layup. How you going to not make Blade, man? Anyway, let me get off my high horse, man. I had to get that off my chest, though. The hell you going to not make Blade? Blade? Come on, bro. How easy that was. Give him some vampires. Give him a badass, like, killer vampire. You ain't never made him in the MCU. You could have started all the way over. You already got a whole new actor. Oh, no, why y'all ain't get Wesley Snipes? Just went and got Wesley Snipes. That's what I would have did. I just went and got Wesley Snipes. That would have been it. Anyway, Lord, they gonna get Wesley Snipes and put him in there with that fucked up fade. Y'all saw that movie. What was it? I forget the name of that movie. Deadpool. They had him in there. I'm like, man, why y'all got his fade all fucked up? Like, they just put a little cheap ass, like, little wig prostate. Like, man, get that shit. Oh, Lord have mercy, bro. Anyway, let me get back to the video, man. Let me get back to, Ryan Coogler's trash. People gonna figure that out eventually. Ryan Coogler, I don't like him because of how he talk. This stuff. I'm not talking about how he stutters. I'm talking about the stuff that come out his mouth, the substance of how he looks at the world. That nigga's the devil. And people about to find out. But yeah, let me go back.
Rashad Bilal, respectively, you smoking dope and dog food if you don't believe that your leisure that you've earned has been earned on the backs of black people, the support of black people. Let me roll this clip real fast. Let's get into it.
Some of the dumbest things I've seen online even before the event, somebody was like, we have events like this every single week in Atlanta. You're an idiot for saying that. You never did it. But I'm not even on the black thing no more. I never was on the black thing. Not a black event. Because I seen somebody else that said that, like, it was white people. Yeah, they're qualified to be there. Like, what do you mean? Like, you think I'm gonna cater just to black people just to get torn down by black people? You out of your fucking mind. There's gonna be even more white people next year. And Spanish and the Filipinos, of course. Like, I'm done. It's been real. Yeah. Well, for what? The only thing you're gonna do is criticize it and
See, right now, what you're listening to is a guy that's jaded. He's pissed. This dude is pissed, man. He looking at all these niggas that ain't go to the event, talking about it's scammers, and he mad. And because he mad, he's emotional. And he don't have no self-control. That's the bottom line. He lacks self-control. And earn your leisure. All this shit started when you went on a break. You'd have kept your mouth shut and controlled your damn emotions. You wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't be up here mad talking about you done. You did this. Running your damn mouth. That's the problem. I just showed y'all the people that went to the event. I'll show y'all again later. But what I'm saying is he put himself in this position running his mouth.
And tear it down and not pay and want to get it for free anyway.
Rashad, if black people built this, we can't find a black.
Now, let me say this. Now, your boy Ian trying to correct him. He's like, they ain't gonna do nothing but criticize and try to get in for free. Now, that is where I feel him at. Because I know damn well he probably had a million niggas trying to get that shit for free. Man, why you got to charge? You know how black folks is. They don't want to pay for shit. They don't. I had a comedy club and charged $10 at the door. Do you know niggas complained about paying $10? To me. I had a dude come to me and tell me, man, I like the comedy club, man, but damn, man, they charging $10 to get in. I'm like, yeah, I'm the owner of the comedy club. Oh, I mean, it's nice, good idea, man. I understand, but bro, I gotta pay the comedians, I gotta pay marketing. I sat there and told him, well, yeah, I get it. I see why you. I'm like, yeah, bro, I ain't doing it for free. I'm not just doing it for to entertain. I'm doing it to make a profit. That's why people start stuff. But the fact that he had the audacity to come to me and tell me that he liked the comedy club, but he don't like the fact that they charging. Guess what my biggest night was? Thursday night, which was ladies' night. And Thursday night was blown. I would get hundreds of girls. I mean, I would run out of seats on Thursday. Niggas, what they was doing was the girls was coming, the ladies was coming to the show on Thursday and not paying. And then getting in there was a 2-item minimum. They ordering 2 things of water and leaving. This the type of shit niggas was doing. They wanted to pay the bare minimum. They didn't want to order nothing. This the type of shit people was doing. So you had a 2-item minimum and they would come in there and order 2 bottles of water and walk about it again, be like $6. You wonder why black businesses fail a lot of times. So I get it. I understand the mentality of a lot of black people. They don't want to pay for shit. They expect you to invest and start something and then bring it to them, and they want to get the shit for free. That's the truth. Now watch what he say.
And tear it down and not pay and want to get it for free anyway.
Rashad, if black people built this, we can't find a black backs on black.
Good point. Ian saying if black people built us, we can't turn our backs on black people. Obviously, Ian disagrees with Rashad. Obviously, Ian is like, bro, you got to stop getting up here running your damn mouth saying crazy shit. Because what's happening is you put us, when you got on the Breakfast Club, same person talking nice, the same one that started all that shit. That's why this is you're causing, now this shit gonna die down. Next year, shut up. Shut up. Next year, I would pay for Andre Dickens to come up and talk about what he's doing for the city of Atlanta with us. We'll sit there and we'll talk about how we can work, put our heads together. We had a disagreement, but we came together. That's what I would do next year. That's what I would do. Because word is they met with, Lord have mercy. Word is they met with him, and now they supposed to be in and smoothed it out. Man, hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. People kill me, man. Like, I done gave this dude this money, now he up here tripping. Lord have mercy, man. Damn. Anyway, my bad. No, he gonna reply back to me. I already did that. Anyway, let me keep going.
Black people.
What does it mean for you to say you was never on that black thing when you uniquely marketed assets and liability merchandise to black people, trying to teach us that wealth is built by assets and not liabilities? This is an article that came from Black Enterprise that you co-signed. What it say right here? A paradigm shift that raised financial consciousness of Black America. Well, I'll be. This why you popping your shit like that. Crossing the 30,000 attendees, just another milestone in history. It's the most y'all ever had. So now you feel like you don't need black folks no more? I'm glad Ian looked like, nah, bro, this ain't it. Because he knew it wasn't it. I get it, fam. We take a lot of criticisms from individual people, and they usually look like us. At a time where black people are losing all type of financial support and all type of funding, you're going to sit there on a platform that was uniquely built off the likes, the views, the visibility, the attention span of black folks, and say it was never a black thing. At the same time, we losing DEI jobs. At the same time, we having our black kids losing school funding. At the same time, you've talked about your experience and built legitimacy.
All right, so
with black folks.
this nigga saying a lot of stuff. Let me. I don't agree with him, Tice. And the reason I don't agree with him, this is the thing. Earn your leisure. And I know you may not like these guys. But at the end of the day, doing an event and just having people who never even went to the event saying that they're scammers and saying that you built it on the backs of black people. Now, I'm going to tell you what's going on right now. A lot of black people are ganging up on them. It's a bunch of, let me tell you something. In the black community, there's a lot of dusty niggas that ain't never done shit and built shit, right? It's quick. It's easy for them to gang up on people and start attacking people and talking about how people are scammers. And that's easy. It don't take nothing to grab a cell phone, sit and run your mouth and talk about it and tear somebody down. So that's what they're feeling right now. They're feeling the hatred and jealousy of a lot of dusty failure motherfuckers in the black community. And we got an abundance of them. Let's just tell it like it is. They see black people, anytime black people make money, we hate them. Let's keep it there for a second. Anytime a black person makes some money and they successful, we can't stand their ass. We think that they're, because we naturally are Marxists. We naturally see this nigga, he's a Marxist, right? You see what he's talking about, DEI, which was white women. This nigga's so stupid, he hadn't done any research. He doesn't understand. We're losing DEI funding. Well, diversity, equity, inclusion. So you want women. Wait. So you ain't saying black funding. You're saying diversity. So you talking about LGBT, humpback whales, humpback people, midgets, people that came from, that just got here yesterday, but they black, they include, you's an idiot. That's what you are. You're not talking about specific. I would respect niggas like this if they were specifically talking about black people and trying to, you're using black people to be the agent of change for everybody else. I don't like niggas like this. And my problem is with a lot of black folks, whenever a black person, that's the thing with us and black people and successful black folk, we hate their damn guts. We can't stand them. We don't like uppity niggas. We call them uppity niggas. That's what we call them. I was called uppity before. You know why I was called uppity? I'll never forget. I was called uppity one time because this was during the Occupy Wall Street protest, right? So it's this girl that was a messy bitch, for no other words, because she tried to get my brother jumped on when he was on the city council. She lied and tried to get my brother. My brother, that's why my brother walks around with a strap when he was on city council. He had to carry a gun because she was trying to get him jumped on by 3 or 4 niggas. They showed up at an event. He up there and they don't know they're about to get shot. Them niggas don't even know that. But that's the type of shit. So she really is anyway. I went to school with her. I know her brother, all of them. She stayed trying to start fights back in the day with different people. She was a trip, right? But long story short, she was, this before my brother ran for city council. And this when I used to be on Facebook all the time. And she started with this city council stuff, talking about, yeah, man, the city council, people with the city council, man, not city council, the Wall Street, the Occupy Wall Street. She was trying to talk about 1%ers and how they greedy and they manipulate and they do this. And there's some truth to that. I've always felt like there are people at the elites that manipulate and control and do. I've never been a guy that said that the elites weren't. But when you start getting into a person's individual life choices, the elites, what they do doesn't necessarily affect as much as they think they do. Right? If you went to school and you majored in gay studies, and now you out there whining because you got $160,000 student loan debt and you got a bachelor's degree in gay studies and you can't find a job, that's your dumb ass. You make that choice. So instead of sitting out there whining, you need to get a job. Go find your ass a job, probably selling insurance. Go get you a real job somewhere and stop bitching. You made a dumb choice. Life isn't over. $160,000 can be paid off if you have discipline and you get a good job making $90,000, $100,000. You can probably get yourself straight in about 5-6 years. Just discipline. Just buckle down and pay that shit off. That's what I said. She got mad and she said, why are you taking up for the 1%ers? And so I told her, I said, actually, I don't hate 1%ers. I never forget this. And I said, a 1%er actually helped me get my first real estate transaction off the ground when I did my first house, because I bought the house and I told the whole story about my dad and how the guy saw that my dad worked with him for years, and the guy came and basically spotted me like $8,000 to get the house done that I didn't have because I was doing it out of my budget, out of my pocket. And that's how I got the house fixed and sold. And she said, you old uppity ass nigga, you think you better than everybody. That's what she started doing. I'm uppity, and I think I'm better than black people because I sat up there and gave a real tangible reason why I don't have this hatred towards 1%ers. I even told her, I said 1%ers at the time was only like somebody making like $650,000 a year. So when you say 1%er, you're really, and I said people vacillate in between being a 1%er and not being a 1%er every year. So it's not a big deal. Man, what I want to say that for, it became a big ass argument. So it is what it is, man.
Article that came from Black Enterprise that you co-signed. What they say right here, a paradigm shift that raised financial consciousness of Black America. Well, I'll be. This why you popping your shit like that. Crossing the 30,000 attendees, just another milestone in history. It's the most y'all ever had. So now you feel like you don't need black folks no more? I'm glad Ian looked like, nah, bro, this ain't it. Because he knew it wasn't it. I get it, fam. We take a lot of criticisms from individual people, and they usually look like us. At a time where black people are losing all type of.
Well, the criticism is going at brothers that's actually brought. And like I said, do I agree with everybody? Do I agree with 19 Keys coming and speaking at the damn? No, I don't agree with that nigga coming up there speaking for shit. I really don't think him or what's the guy, Vic Mensa. I want his shit they got to say. Nick Cannon, I want his shit he got to say. I want his shit Steve Harvey got to say. I don't. I want his shit Portia Williams got to say. That's about the only people I would say that for. The rest of them have a substantive career or background, and they were subject matter experts on what they was talking about because I went. See the difference? I actually went to the event.
Financial support and all type of funding. You're gonna sit there on a platform that was uniquely built off the likes, the views, the visibility, the attention span of black folks, and say it was never a black thing. At the same time, we losing DEI jobs. At the same time, we having our black kids losing school.
So let me explain something about school funding. And this is just the truth, guys. This is the problem I have with a lot of black folks. Black people. The reason that we're behind academically has nothing to do with school funding. I believe that. The reason black people are behind academically has nothing to do with school funding. Man, you crazy. Man, you crazy. I'm telling you right now. The reason I know this to be true, and it's just because all you got to do is just look at the cultural habits and behaviors of black people. What do they tend to spend their money on? What do they spend their time on? Which group of kids consume the most amount of television, screen time, electronics, YouTube, gaming? Black kids. Which group of kids spend the least amount of time studying for homework? Which group of kids spend the least amount of time in SAT prep, ACT prep? Which group of kids spend the least amount of time doing things that are actually going to pay dividends for their academic future? Black kids. You can take, and this has actually happened, where they had some Asian kids, and it's a documentary called "Stupid in America" with James Stossel, John Stossel, Jim Stossel. I don't know his name, I forgot, but the guy Stossel, right? If you go and look at that documentary, it shows where a lot of schools would get money, but the kids, they got an Olympic-sized swimming pool. They got kids got taxi rides to school. They spent money to give kids taxi rides to school, okay? Those kids got all types of textbooks, computer labs, all that shit. But guess what? It didn't work. A good example is the Dream School with LeBron. They brought in all these kids that were failing. They said all they need to do is get funding and they'll be good. Well, guess what? They got all the money sent. They got the celebrity. They got all the nice people to come into the school and speak. And them kids, not one of them passed. I think 7 years later, not one kid had passed a graduation exam or something. I forget what it was. Like the whole school, those kids were still failing because they were kids. It was baked in. That's the truth. It's baked in. It's baked in. The mediocrity that you see with a lot of black people is baked in cultural habits and behavior. I know this to be true. Let me tell you how I know. My son went to the 5th grade this year. We went up there to his teachers. He got a new set of teachers. He had the same teachers from 1st grade to 4th grade. Now he got a new set. We went up there. We ain't had to say nothing. Because you know my wife, she want to walk in there. She want to talk to all the teachers. If you have any problems, that every time she tried to say that, oh, well, I already heard about you. We already know about you. The teachers already knew if there's anything with our child. You know why? Because they'll be out there waiting after school and they'll see us walking. If he mess up and he'd have missed something, if he had a behavioral issue, if I'm grabbing him, I'm walking, come on in here. Every day. The day, listen, he messed up on something last week. He forgot to do something and got a 0 on it. The minute she put it in the system, my wife sent an email. I'm talking about school is still in. I'm talking about they put it in at like 11. They got an email at 12:30. She on top of it. And it's a lot of, I'm not saying it like to brag. I'm saying that there are a lot of black parents that are on top of their kids. Those kids are going to be fine. They're going to be fine. Because guess what? My son, I never tell him, he way different than I was in the 5th grade. I didn't give a damn. 5th grade, all I cared about was toys and cartoons. And you know, I ain't caring about no, I was starting to get in the girls real heavy, you know, but that was about it. I ain't really care about no grades. And as long as I passed, man, as long as I got that D, I'm good. I didn't care. As long as I get a D or C, I'm good. I didn't care. My mom didn't have the internet. Man, my mom would have had an app that came to her phone. She could log in and see everything. Man, I'd have caught hell. Man. I couldn't get away with nothing because she would have knew in minutes. And that's how she get alerts. She be on that thing all day just sitting there scrolling. We'll be somewhere, she just grab her phone and scroll his grades. Kids like that, they're going to be successful. I'm not trying to say it because it's my child. I'm just saying when your parents are on top of it, the child going to be successful. That's the type of school he go to. There are, 15 kids in his class. 3 boys, 12 girls. That's it. Private school. Every year when they graduate, all the kids get full ride scholarship. Every last one of them. A lot of them go to HBCUs. One of them got a full ride scholarship at Georgia Tech. The boy was a genius. But the boy was autistic. But they worked with him. And by the time he got to like the 5th grade, he was in regular classes. Because he was in the other class. He was in the exceptional learning class. And then he got into the regular class. And by the time he graduated, the boy was got all types of offers and scholarships. So I don't want my son to go to no other school. I love his school. Christian school, I love it. But the reason I'm saying all this is to say when culture comes into play, culture has a lot to do with it. It does. And there are a lot of cultural habits with black kids that we just don't want to talk about. Mediocrity. With us as a people. So this whole thing about losing school funding is mythology. School funding has nothing to do with black people and their success. If you make up in your mind, you're going to get your work and your child gonna make sure that you correspond with that teacher, and you got their phone number, you got their email, you checking the doggone Grade Link app every 5 minutes, you on top of it. Oh, your child gonna at least be able to get a full ride scholarship to a HBCU or somewhere and get their life together. And if they got good study habits, guess what? They won't run from math. And if they don't run from math, guess what? They can go and major in computer engineering. And I don't care what you come from an HBCU. Do you know that 15% of all black people in tech come from HBCUs? So if your child is not lazy academically, they can easily succeed in America. Miss me with that, man. And these niggas had the audacity in Atlanta, of all places, to boo the national anthem at the damn Clarissa Shields fight. They gonna boo the national anthem. Black people, let me say this, man. And this is just truth, man. See, people think I'm a coon and I hate black folks, but you're getting what you deserve. You are getting what you deserve. You are where you are because of choices that you have made. Have there been things done historically to try to harm and stop? Yes. But you niggas getting exactly what you deserve. That's the truth.
At the same time, you've talked about your experience and built legitimacy with black folks because you talked about being a public school teacher to whom? Black kids. I'm finna roll this clip of you talking to Kamala Harris, and this puts you in a double bind. Either you were being disingenuous.
He wasn't being disingenuous. He really was talking about trying to help black people. He's pissed right now because all these niggas is out here dragging him talking about they scammers, and he pissed. So he's like, fuck black people. That's where he at. Because I don't care how much you may be the most loving, warm person that want to come into the black community and try to do stuff and try to help black folks. But if they all just gang up on you and you see them impugning your character and talking about you and dragging you, and these are niggas that didn't even go to the event, that didn't, because take in mind, none of these niggas are actually taking the time to do research and see what actually went on at the event. They just automatically saying it's scammers, automatically. And people just running with it. Oh man, they scammers. They scammers. Like, I'll be pissed. So I got BlackRock, Vanguard. I got BlackRock there. I got Investco. I got people that's up there talking about the trades. I got Alicia Little. I got people that are actually like titans of industry in their different areas of expertise. And they get up here and they're talking about what they did, because nobody's going to sit there in 20 minutes and give you the roadmap in 20 minutes. And I'm talking about everything to where you don't need nobody. Now you can just, next week, you're a millionaire. It don't work like that. You go to these events, they give you a little something, they talk. Sometimes you can sign up for a course with certain people and learn basic foundational information that you never had. Because if I don't have it, see, let me tell you something. I go to events all the time. I go to different places. People have courses. If it's some shit that I already halfway know, I'm not finna sign up for it unless I see something where I legitimately say, okay, I can get a little actual one-on-one mentorship with this. Then that's where I might spend some money. But if it's just a guy aggregating some information and putting it in a course, man, come on, man. You got ChatGPT now. You really don't need to pay nobody for nothing like that. But some people, if they don't have that, they don't use ChatGPT. There's a lot of people that don't. They don't have that time to be going through YouTube and try to find all this information and different stuff, and they want to just go to one person. I have no problem with people paying people for that. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, there was a video some years ago of Grant Cardone, right? Because I got to see the Grant Cardone videos. I don't see people dragging Grant Cardone like that. But we got to talk about we got to talk about Grant Cardone, right? So Grant Cardone did an interview with the Wolf of Wall Street guy, right? And Grant Cardone said that he actually said this. He said, I have an $800 package and I have a $10,000 package. And he said that the $800 package has the same information in it that the $10,000 package is. He just charges $10,000 for it. And the Wolf of Wall Street looked at him like he was crazy. I forget his real name, right? And he was like, man, that's wrong. And so people started making videos and dragging his ass, and but he weathered the storm. But I don't see let me tell you something. It's a lot of black folks that will go to Grant Cardone events. For those of you that don't know, Grant Cardone is like a staple in like the black community for a lot of people. It's just that Grant Cardone is white. But other than that, Jordan Belfort, thank you. And so other than that, if you look at Grant Cardone in his events, it'd be a bunch of black. It'd be like half black. A lot of people rock with Grant Cardone, man. Now, do I agree? I don't even understand what Grant Cardone does. I can't tell you. Right? I don't know what his specialty is. All I know is 10X. 10X what? I don't know. I've tried. I've watched a couple of interviews. I don't know what he does. All I know is he's a motivational speaker. And he talks about 10X in your business. That's all I know. Truth be told. I don't see Grant Cardone as a guy that I would pay money. I wouldn't pay Grant Cardone 50 cents to learn nothing. That's me. It's my personal opinion. Right? Do I think Grant Cardone is a scammer? I hadn't paid for his shit, so I don't know. Just like Myron Golden. I don't know what he does at those $100,000 masterminds. I ain't paying for it. I'm not paying for $100,000 for some mastermind. I'm just not doing it. Because guess what? Once you pay, a lot of times you pay this money, then you got to go pay, another $12,000 in ads. You got to build a funnel. You got to pay somebody to build a funnel. You got to spend another, $8,000 for that. You got to spend, by the time you done spent 30, 40 on top of that. So I already kind of know enough to know how to do it myself to where I wouldn't pay these cats like that. That doesn't mean I wouldn't go to Traffic Sales and Profit as a conference, because that's all you see at Traffic Sales and Profit a lot of times is people that know how to build sales funnels. And if you go to these events, you don't see me up there shitting on Traffic Sales and Profit, because at the end of the day, I know that these people that get on these panel discussions, a lot of times motivation is a thing that I think can send someone down a certain path. But obviously you need consistency and discipline to really land somewhere, man. You're not going to make it in anything half-assing it. You're not going to make it in anything without having to take the bumps and the bruises from failure and the failures. Like the shit you just saw me getting in my chat through Facebook right now with a dude that I told him I was going to pay him for my HVAC. Right? And he pulled a permit. Now he's like, man, you ain't tell me to pull it up. I'm like, I told your ass. We agreed on it. He tried to charge me like $8,500 for the HVAC. I'm like, bro, you told me. I scrolled up and showed him a screenshot. That's why I said, hold on for a second, because I had to show him what he said and remind him. He trying to get extra money. Like, you out your damn mind. The agreed on price was what you said you was going to do. But guess what? I told my partner when we first started, I said, man, this is the bumps and the bruises. I've never done a house and it's been smooth. It has always been like this. Now I'm realizing, I ain't gonna say realize just now, but I know that in order to get, when you see somebody that's a real estate developer, they at the top, they took the shit that I did, that I'm taking right now. Listen, and this is the thing. In 2006, I made $600,000 flipping houses. It was times I almost got in a fight one time with a guy. I had people steal HVAC units. I had people like steal wire, come in and snatch sheet wiring out the wall. I had niggas take some of my money and then say they showing up and lying and they ain't do nothing. They lying to me. There's a couple times I almost got in fights. I had another dude, because see, dudes look at me and say, oh, he a clean cut, pretty boy. Oh, I can run game on this nigga. And then when I remember the first time I almost got in a fight with a dude, this dude took some money to my for materials, showed up with 1 5-gallon bucket of paint that wasn't even the right color. And he thought I was stupid. He thought I didn't know that he didn't take that 5-gallon bucket. That's an old 5-gallon bucket. You done took that money and bought something else. Because he kept telling me he needs some more money for supply. I'm like, no, you don't. But man, I said, what are receipts at? So and this one, me and this nigga like had words. I'm like, bro, what a receipts at, dog? So I fired that nigga. Cause I said I gave this nigga I think I gave him like $1,200. That nigga, I'm like, I know that's enough to buy. He had I can't go to Lowe's and do pricing and know how much shit costs. And ask you, I'm like, where's the receipt? You said you was gonna bring the receipt. Did you bring the receipt? Nigga got mad. Man, shit, man, you don't know, man. You don't know, you got book sense. You know what that nigga said? I got book sense. I'm like, nigga, look, nigga, I'm from the hood, nigga, just like you. I grew up around construction, just like you. Just because I'm clean cut and ain't running around here looking like a thug, don't mean you can make an ass out of me. Like, niggas kill me. That's one thing with black folks. They look at you when they see you clean cut and you seem like you went to college, you got a little degree. Oh, that I can make a fool out of this nigga here. This nigga, he ain't wise to the game. That's the shit you deal with in real estate. That's what you're going to deal with in real estate. You're going to deal with them type of niggas that's going to feel like they can get over on you and make an ass out you. See what I'm saying? But that's the game. But that's the shit I got to go through to get where I want to get, which is building new construction, doing cul-de-sacs, running my own streets, pavement, development. In order to get to that point, I got to deal with this shit. That's just par for the course. Let's go.
It's about what you were saying about black entrepreneurship to her then, or you were lying and being disingenuous about what you're saying now. Roll the clip.
Another major issue for entrepreneurs is access to capital. We know that I think less than 1% goes to black businesses. So what are some steps that you guys are doing to kind of correct that issue, which suffocates a lot of businesses from getting started or from expanding?
A lot of us find it preposterous she would make this claim. When we look at who you even book for InvestFest, who is the majority of their audience and their market?
Hold on, pause. That was a good question. What's wrong with that question? Because, I mean, remember now, Kamala Harris sat there and laughed. They ain't doing nothing for black people. Nothing. Remember that? So, shit, I mean, that was a solid question. Come on, man.
Black people. So, bro, all it takes is for a couple of black people to piss you off. She would make this claim. When we look at who you even book for InvestFest, who is the majority of their audience and their market? Black people. So, bro, all it takes is for a couple of black people.
So why don't you go through the list of who he invited to InvestFest so that you can know what, like, we can make a sound, you know, understand or at least a sound decision as to if it's a scam fest, like y'all calling it. Because you got a lot of niggas that didn't do their own due diligence and looked into this to see if it was legitimate or not. You got a lot of that going on. Like yourself, calling it a scam, saying you're getting over on black folks. But I'm looking and I'm seeing, okay, they got some solid companies. BlackRock is probably the most solid company in the world. They're there. You got Charles Schwab was there. You got Invesco there. You got obviously a lot of other companies that were there that were legitimately sound companies. What are you talking about?
People to piss you off individually and you'll say, fuck the collective. That's all it takes.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing, though. And I understand this is the problem I got with, like I said, Rashad's mouth. He gets smart. He says a lot of dumb shit because he gets frustrated. And Rashad is comfortable. Rashad is already a millionaire. He done made all this money. He comfortable. They done made millions. I don't need this shit. I got other things I can do. Fuck y'all. That's his mindset. That's his mindset. My mindset, I'll never say F the collective of black people, 100%. I'm going to tell you why. There's a lot of black people that come to lift in the veil and do follow directions and do what they're supposed to do. I never turn my back on black folks. If they really seriously trying to help themselves, then why would you turn your back on them? If they're really seriously out here and really trying to engage and trying to figure things out and trying to make sound business decisions for their future, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not the enemy. That's not somebody that deserves to be told, fuck you. That's how I feel about it. Right? That's like me saying, fuck you to my students for something. I'm not, hell no. You got all these people, you got 30 some odd thousand people that just patronize your event that fuck with you, bro. 30,000. That's a small town, bro. Like you getting too damn emotional. Calm your ass down. You got emotional on the Breakfast Club because you ain't get some grant to help you make more profit. And you got exposed. People set up there, even the mayor exposed your dumb ass. Shut up. Sometimes people get, let me tell you something. Sometimes people get to high places of success in spite of their stupidity. That's the truth. It ain't gonna even call this guy stupid. I ain't gonna say he's stupid. In spite of his lack of self-control, your mouth, you talk too much, bro. You say a lot of dumb shit. You don't understand politics whatsoever. If I'm in the city of Houston, I love Houston as a city, right? I think Houston is shit. I love Houston. If I didn't live in Atlanta, that's where I live, Houston, right? If I went and did business in Houston, I wouldn't be up there shitting on the city of Houston. Man, Houston ain't helped me. Houston ain't this, Houston ain't that. I threw a concert in Dothan. I'm not from Dothan, right? It was a lot of promoters. Other guys that would do events, they was hating so damn bad, bro. They was lying. They was saying shit like, they was saying, man, Plies ain't coming, man. Them niggas lying. They was calling up to the radio show. Them niggas was making their own flyers and shit, talking about the show was fake, passing them. I mean, it was some real crabs in the barrel shit, bro. And I'm going to tell you what else hurt my event in Dothan. So the manager by the name of Byron, who was the manager of Plies, I said, I want Plies to do an interview on the radio to stop all this shit. He said, okay, we're going to do it when we're going to be in the airport. I think he was in like DC or something at the time. Plies said he didn't feel like doing the interview. And the manager had to do it, which hurt my event. That's why Plies ain't shit. That's why Plies ain't hot no more. Right there. Because guess what? If you help promoters, that will keep you booked. You burn promoters, you ain't going to get booked no more. I heard a couple of stories about Plies burning people. Plies showing up to the club in Atlanta and VIP ran up like a $12,000 tab and left and had the promoters pay for it. Shit like that. This when he was hot. This when I'm So Hood, that song was out. And he was on there. He was on the remix and all that shit. That was him. That's when he was hot. And he shitted on a bunch of promoters, and now his ass struggling to make videos in his car. That's why. It's how you treat people. It's how you treat people. And that was what he did. He burned a lot of bridges. That's why his ass is where he at. And when he came to Montgomery, the next time he came to Montgomery, that nigga had so much security, he wouldn't let nobody in because he thought, anyway, I ain't gonna go there. It's a whole bunch of shit I could tell y'all about Plies, but I don't want to go into that. That's past experience. I done moved on from that. But even still, I promoted concerts, and I'm telling you, like, that's a grind. It really is. Every business I've ever done, comedy club, I was trying to do gospel plays, and I probably should have did the gospel plays instead of doing this damn man, what in the hell was I thinking? I should have did a gospel. Anyway, live and learn. I thought the comedy club would be a great idea. I thought it would, so I took my last little bit of real estate funds, and that's what I did. That was a big mistake, doing the comedy club, right? But when I did it, I learned. I learned, man. In these business, any business you try to partake in, you're gonna have to learn. You're not gonna go to some convention or conference and some subject matter expert sits up there and talks about this subject for 30 minutes, and then you leave and now you're a millionaire because they figured it out for you. That's what people want. That's what black folks want. Then they'll be bragging about how good of an event it was, and they'll still be trying to get in there for free, but they'll be bragging, man, that's the only real event. Yeah, but name an event you're going to go to and that's going to happen. One of my favorite events that I want to go to is called NABHOOD. National Association of Black Hotel Owners, whatever. It's in Miami every year. And I wanted to go a couple years ago because I was at Black Enterprises and I met the guy that was the Choice Hotels representative. He was saying as a black person, you can get like man, they'll help you. They got this program where they give you like $500,000 towards a hotel. No shit. They say if you find a location and the metrics line up for a Choice Hotel, they'll give you like $500,000. It's based on the amount of rooms you get. Up to like, man, I think it went up to like $1 million. That's the down payment money right there. They said, man, you just come to the event. And I never went. I wanted to go so bad. But I knew it was the reason I wanted to go to that event was because I knew him. I met him and he was like, man, look, you'll love NABHOOD, man. We get down there on Thursdays and I'm going to show you the event. He said, man, we get down there on Thursdays and NABHOOD. I think it's, I don't know, it might have just happened. It might have just happened. Let me see. All right, I'm going to show. So let me share screen real quick. I'm going to come back to this guy. Now check this out right here. So they, oh shit, it was just in Atlanta this weekend. Well, I'll be damned. I didn't know nothing about. I didn't know they moved to here. Let's see. So you got to download an app to get the schedule. I'm gonna download this app. I got to see this. I got to see who was here. Damn, I would have went. I damn sure would have went. Let me see how much. Let me see event tickets. Damn, do they got the price? Tickets sold out. What was it though? They don't tell you how much it was. It was probably about 500. Yeah, they closed it out. Damn. Yeah, bro. I'd have took my ass to this. I damn sure would have took my bet. Yeah, this shoot. I'd have went to this before I went to Invest Fest. I didn't even know it was here. It's been so long since I looked into it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is let me see. NABJ. Let's see. NABJ. They don't even got it on here. That's crazy. 26. NABJ 26. Yeah, the event ain't even coming up. Let me see. See if I can get this here. Lord have mercy. Let's see. So, all right, so that opens it up on your phone. Schedule by day. There we go. Damn, it started Wednesday. So they're doing workshops. Let me see, Wednesday. Registration, fundamentals of media financing, board, high school workshop, maybe 60 minutes presented by 30 stories in 60 minutes. I don't care nothing about that. Align and thrive. So that's journalists. Lord have mercy. This ain't the NABHood thing. Why did they bring this up for NABHood? That's trash. Lord have mercy. I was like, something that didn't even seem right. But anyway, so that's the black journalist thing, which I can care less about that. This is NABHood right here. Event guide. Okay, so it's an organization that you join as well. But at any rate, this is like a thing for like hotel owners and stuff like that. There's this one guy that played for Georgetown University, Evan Charles. This guy right here from DC. Yeah, this is some shit I go to. I will go to this. It just happened last month, 22nd through the 24th. African American Hotel Ownership and Investment Summit and Trade Show. Yeah, and Choice Hotels was there. And they have a program for African Americans that's trying to get into hotels. This is the type of shit I go to. Now, do I think I'm going to go to this event and one of these people going to sit up here and tell me some shit and I got a hotel and they breaking ground on the next week? No. They go Donahue Peoples right there. These are titans of industry. That's who these people are. That's who these people are. They know they game. They know the game. But do I think they going to tell me some shit and I'm going to have a hotel within the next 6 months? No. Could I maybe get out on that showroom out there with all these different booths, walk up and meet somebody and get some information and start working with somebody on an individual level? Yes. Or maybe they got a course. Somebody might be selling something to walk you through how to get a hotel or whatever. And yeah, but I'm still gonna have to pay for it. You're still gonna run into all types of red tape. You're gonna run into failure. You're gonna run into stress. You're gonna run into drama. It's not gonna be easy. I don't suspect that I could just go to this event and in a year I got a hotel. It could happen. It could happen. Not saying it's impossible, but I don't expect that. That's not. I'm really going for just information and networking. Those are the only two reasons you go to shit like this. You don't go to a convention thinking that it's gonna change your damn life and you're gonna leave out that bitch with an 850 credit score. It's not gonna happen. Okay. Heard it was serious. One of my friends went to. Yeah, it's a hell of an event. I want to go. I've been wanting to go for years, just never went. Click the register. Let me see. I might check this out. Yeah, they got the schedule right here. Let me show you. Bro, let me tell you something. This the type of shit I would go to. I wouldn't be mad. You notice you're not hearing nobody call these people scammers. Most niggas don't even know about this type of shit. I ain't trying to be funny. The ones that's making these videos, they don't even know what nabhood is. It's just being honest with you. But I would probably go to this whole damn thing. I watch everything they talking about. I would. There's some shit I'll be up in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I go to this shit every year. I actually got this guy on my channel right now, Evan Charles. He's on this channel right now. If you scroll down to I think it's around 2018 Black Enterprise Conference. I was there. Evan Charles. He tells his whole story how he got started. He started in real estate with the same drama that I'm dealing with right now. So this is it, man. Trade show. That's what I'm talking about. You want to go to the trade show. That's where you can get around fees, sponsors, exhibitors. Let's see what this is. They're not really showing it. Yeah, they didn't. Okay, here it is. Yeah, this the type of event I would go to. All day. All day. This me. Booths. Look at they got booths, book appointment, schedule one-on-one meeting with hotel brands to start your deal and get your product distributed. Right here, student hospitality program, live sessions, scholarships, and job placement opportunities for students interested in careers in hospitality. General sessions, 50+ sessions, workshops, seminars, including A's, B's, and C's of hotel ownership as a roadmap to investing, developing. Let me tell you something. All the people I know that got hotels, like there's a couple of people I know that got hotels. They swear by this event. They say it's a great event. If you don't know, because guess what? This ain't some shit you can just find on YouTube. It's not. So this is the type of event, but I don't think they're going to just give me something at this event that's going to change my life. It's going to take a while. I'm going to still have to go through and I guess that's not maybe that's a bad word saying change your life. But what I'm saying is you're still going to have to go through the rigors of business. That's the way God made it. I really do believe that. I believe God made it like that so that you can't just go and easily create a form and you got to work by the sweat of your brow and all that. When he told Adam that's exactly what it is, bro. You have to work. Nothing comes easy, man. Even when, listen, you can hate the small hats as much as you want to, but even in their stories, a lot of their stories is discipline, self-denial, and self-control, man. Just not and just, stick to it in this intestinal fortitude and refusal to quit. So you kind of have to admire them at the same time that you may dislike them, because I mean I can get into that too, obviously, but I'm saying you have to admire a group of people that's willing to be disciplined and willing to turn down their plates and eat one meal a day and eat off the damn $1.99 menu at Church's Chicken. The damn, what was it? The $1.99 Church's Chicken, you get 2 pieces of chicken in a roll. Trust me, I know. 2 pieces of chicken, you can get you a breast and a leg in a roll for $2.99, for $1.99 back in the day. That was it. Trust me, I know. Or the $4.99 breakfast combo at Shoney's. Y'all know about that. I used to kill that. I used to kill it. That was my meal after school. After when I was in JUCO, I go up to Shoney's. We had a Shoney's down there out by Selma. Man, I ride my ass out there and get that breakfast every day. I get class. It was over by 11. I get out there by 10:30. And I'm putting a licking on their ass. for $5. Let's keep going.
Inclusive.
People will put labels on you that you yourself didn't put on yourself. You never called it the Black Investment Conference.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No risk.
Exactly. It's not a Black Financial Literacy Conference. It's a
Let me explain something. And this is where they just, I feel like they going off the rails. You don't have to disown blackness. You don't. And I'm not saying that like I know a lot of us hate black and all that. I know us black is evil, whatever. What I'm saying is you don't have to disassociate yourself from a black event to be successful in order to be successful. You just don't. So you've already made millions, and I just found out about you this year. You're already profitable. Now it's a lot of people that know about you that think you're a scammer because you ran your damn mouth. I found out about the event before he went on Breakfast Club. So you done had this event 6 years right here in my city, and I ain't even know about it. I find out, buy the ticket, then you go on Breakfast Club and start talking crazy, right? And you cause all this brouhaha. Had you kept your mouth shut, you probably still would have got your 30,000 people. Next year, you would have got 40, 50,000. Now you're talking about making $15 to $16 million profit total. It's only costing, you said it cost you $4 million to do the event. Y'all can walk out of there with a cool $5 million a piece if you stop running your damn mouth. But now look at you. This is the problem I have with this event more than anything is him. I don't really have a problem with the people. I don't have a problem with the quality of the type of people that were there. I don't think it was mostly celebrities. I don't think you had a few celebrities. Vic Mensa on 19 Keys. Steve Harvey. You had Portia Williams, Nick Cannon, Terrence J. Everybody else, that's it. What you had, about 7 celebrities, maybe? If you want to count Kendra G as a celebrity. Right? 7 celebrities. That's it. So you had all these events and all these people showing up, doing these different events, talking, explaining, and doing stuff. And they wasn't celebrities, and you want to call it a scammer, and you didn't even take your ass to the event. I lose respect for people like that.
business conference, one of the biggest business conferences in the world, because that's how they minimize you also. Oh, this is one of the biggest. This is one of the biggest black finance. No, what are you talking about? It's not a financial literacy conference. It's a business investing conference. It's not a black financial literacy investment community-based organization. No, don't compare it to any, no disrespect. It's not the NAACP community give back charity for, no, it's not.
Black people got to understand this, man. If you got something and it's black, like let's do the Bronner Brothers hair show, for example, just hypothetically, you can make hundreds of millions of dollars being a black hair company. You can make hundreds of millions of dollars, selling black magazines, right? Like Ebony and Jet and black folks. Like you can do something and cater to black folks and be successful. It doesn't have to necessarily be that, it needs to be for everybody. Because it's called niche marketing sometimes. Sometimes niche is people make, that's what you don't really understand. What does it take for you to be wildly successful? For lifting the veil to be lifting the veil, be wildly successful, I don't need 50, 100,000 people signing up to lift. It would be nice. It would be nice. But hell, I could give, 40, 50,000 people, and they can all be black. They don't have to necessarily be all black. I don't care about people's color. You can be whatever color. I don't really just cater specifically to blacks per se, but that's 90% or 99% of the people that's coming to me. Now, I've had a few people from other races come take my class, and it's cool, right? I've had instructors from different races come teach the class, and it's cool. We don't care. I'm not just on that black. You don't see that nowhere on my website. Right? But most of the people that come are black. It is what it is. I don't run from that. I at first I was trying to, but then I was like, you ain't got to run from that. I could be happy with a certain amount of people legit coming in and lifting the veil, and ain't even at 1,000 people, 1,000 students. I'll be good with that. I ain't got to necessarily, it ain't got to be that, because it's other things I would do if I were in that position. That's why you see Ian and Rashad talking like that because they done made their millions and they probably got some other shit going. It just is what it is. It's diversification. Kind of like Elon Musk. Now he talking about bringing out flying cars. He did the Earthlink, Starlink, whatever the mess that stuff is. He got SpaceX. He had Tesla. Tesla doing batteries. Tesla doing all types of stuff. Diversification. You master one thing, get that flowing, and then you jump in. It's like me. If Lifting the Veil takes off, heaven, Lord willing, if it takes off, you think that's all I'm gonna do? Hell no, I'm gonna be building houses. Now I got the cash flow. I can go do this. I can go do that. I can go do this. I can pay for this. Then I got that going. Then I might really legitimately start building off into options and trading and really create something that, with options trading. Because I would just stick to, I wouldn't do regular options trading. I would just focus on credit spreads. That's the main strategy I would rock with. I know people don't like that. Some people disagree. So I was at the event last week, and this girl out of Memphis, and y'all check her shit out, but she trades and stuff like that. She got a course, and she had some people with her, and they was talking about how they made money, they successful. And she talked to me, and I said, my main strategy, I just want to stick to one strategy. She's like, why do you want to do that? That's what I want to do. Because I've seen other people stick to one strategy. A lot of times trying to have 40 different strategies is actually harder to master than having one strategy. You just got to learn how to be patient with that strategy and not overtrade. So you might make 4 trades a week, and that's it. You don't need to be trying to scalp and make trades, 20, 30 trades a day. No, I'm doing swing trading. I might do, 3, 4 trades a month. That's what it is. That's what, and that's how you got to look at it. Instead of thinking, man, I'm going to take 50 trades. No, and guess what? You can grow your account to a certain size, and you buying enough contracts to where you can do that, and you buying 10, 20 contracts at a time, and you making your money. But it's lower risk than just a regular options trade. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to really know the direction. You ain't got to necessarily know the direction with credit spreads. Not necessarily. You just got to be, to a certain extent further away. So if you think it's going up and it goes down, but it only goes down 10%, and you 12% below, you good. It's when it go below 12%, that's when you. But anyway.
Want to know who pissed this man off and what did they say to set him off? Like
niggas like you running your mouth that didn't even go to the event. That's out here calling people scammers. That's what pissed him off. Niggas like you talking about he out here scamming. I'll be mad if I did an event. The only problem I got with him is his mouth and how he talk when he get mad.
But let's just name the elephant in the room, bro. This the reason why so many black people view us that's in the public eye with skepticism. They know they can love on us and support us. And as soon as we reach a certain point and the white folks start seeing us, we will abandon the people that put us in the very position that made the white folks even start paying attention in the first place.
Now he kind of, this is the problem I got with this statement. I don't think necessarily they're abandoning. They're already selling tickets for 2027, right? They're going to have the event next year. They'll be back. And it's going to be 99% black folks, just like it was this year. You got to be smart. Your mouth, bro. When you calm down and you sit there and you think, now what would help alleviate this is for you to address certain people and defend your event and defend the people that were there. That's what I would do if I were Earn Your Leisure. Instead of going up there, I don't care nothing about that. I don't care. It ain't a black event. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You done ran your mouth too much at Earn Your Leisure talking about black empowerment, generational wealth. You done said that shit a bunch of times. Don't go back and put your foot in your mouth. I would go get the people that were at the event and do interviews with these people. I would have Invesco there. I would have Charles Schwab. I would have BlackRock. I would have all the people that spoke at this event. I would have them explain, what it is. And I would say, this is not a scam. We were there, and this is specifically what we offered at this event. That's how you defend your event. You defend your your honor as a man, but you don't necessarily out here. The optics of that shit right there is gonna serve to harm your business. You shooting yourself in the foot. Don't do that. I had a situation a couple of years ago, y'all know about. Brother was going out here, he took it personal. He was trying to destroy me. He was out here dragging me on all types of videos and shit. He was going on people's panel discussions, trying his best to drag my name and reputation. He was all on a couple of people's YouTube channels and shit. Y'all know who it is. I had one video, I went up there and went off on him. Bitch ass nigga. I was mad, but I took that bitch right down. You know why? Reputation. Who I am as a person speaks volumes. I don't want nobody to see myself represented. It's bigger than him. I don't need to let people see me unprofessionally. So I'm going to take it down because this ain't about just him. This is about lifting the veil. This is about my reputation. It's about all the hard work and years that I put in, that a lot of my students have put in to be successful. And I'll be damned if you see me up there niggering it up with somebody. But I did nigger it up with him for about an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? He brought the nigga out me. You know what I'm saying? He brought the nigga. I said, bitch ass nigga, if I see you, I'm going to slap the shit. I told him. He was in the chat. I told him, bitch nigga, if I see you, I'm going to whoop your ass, nigga. I still got a personal problem with it. I don't like this nigga. I don't. I can't stand his ass. His voice makes my blood pressure spike. It does. Right? Every time he got on the panel, I mean, this dude went for months. Y'all know who I'm talking about. He went for months getting on panels, shitting on me. And if he in the comments, he's shitting on me. If he on a panel discussion, they'll be talking about dating this nigga, bringing up my damn academy, talking about, I'm like, damn, what I do to this brother? He did that shit for a year straight. A year. I was like, damn. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. This is true. When he did it, you know what happened? Man, my shit took off. Hold on one second. Hey, I'm going to call you back. I'll call you back. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, you know, and my shit took off. I went on a run. When that nigga did that shit and dragged me like that, it just took off. It actually did. So he, you know, in a way, I felt like that was God just blessing me. So my wife was like, calm down, baby. Don't do that. It's going to make you look a certain way. You sink into his level. So I did. I calmed down. I controlled and I took it for years. I saw it because people kept telling me, man, it was hard. It took self-control for me to keep my mouth shut when this nigga was, I'm talking about every day, at least 2 or 3 times a week, I'm getting an email or a text or a phone call. Man, so-and-so over there on so-and-so channel, he's shitting on you. So-and-so over there, man, he over on so-and-so channel, man, he in the comments. I'm getting screenshots and shit. I was mad as hell. I was mad because I'm like, how the fuck you see all these people up here in the comments talking about they done got jobs that I done helped and you shitting on me? How does that work? I didn't understand that. I didn't understand, like, bro, people working though. It's not like he kept calling me a scammer. I was like, the fuck am I scamming people? What are you talking about? You like integrity. You're not hurting. Man, fuck you, man. People getting jobs, ain't nobody getting fired, man. Fuck you. That's the way I felt. But I had to control my mouth. I had to control my temper. I did. It was hard though. It was hard. That's not my natural MO. My natural MO is that you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. You hit me, I'm going upside your head. You hit me, I'm gonna slit your throat. That's how I felt. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you way harder than you hit me. That's my mindset. I even got, I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna shut up. Cause I could say something. I was thinking about something. I was about to take legal action, but I said, no. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn sure was. I had talked to a lawyer. I had got addresses. All that shit, man. I had got addresses. I had got, man, look, listen. I got tagged. No, I got all that shit. That nigga don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? I was ready. I was ready to go to war with this nigga legally. Like, nigga, okay, bet. I got something for your ass. But you know what? I pulled back, I calmed down. I said, let me just calm down. Don't do it. But it took all I had not to pull that trigger. No, it wasn't going to be no goon. It was going to be some legal goons. They're going to wear these little circular things on top of their head, and they're going to be lawyers. I was gonna get some small hat lawyers on his ass. But let me chill out. Let me keep going.
I'll be real with you, Rashad, and humanize it a little bit. I understand how much it hurts when the people that you advocate for the most, you see what I'm saying? You feel like tear you down the most. I get it. You feel me? I deal with it every day, but I would never say I'm not on some black shit. I would never say I'm never been, I'm not on no more. I'm gonna go deal with the multicultural. Listen, fam, listen. Rashad Bilal.
Let me say this. Let me say this right here, man. This is the thing. I can understand why somebody would say fuck the black community. I can get it. Like if you go into the community and you try to do things, you try to help people, I can understand when people get frustrated that they start saying, you know what, fuck it. I've seen it. I've seen people volunteer in the black community and do community centers and do shit, and niggas breaking. Like a great example is King Randall. King Randall had a situation where they was trying to they broke into his place and stole all this shit, and he was trying to help them. He was pissed about that shit. It's a lot of people that will say fuck it. I mean, let's just tell the truth. A lot of black people are not gonna sit there and go into a place and constantly get disrespected. Hence the title of this video. Nobody's gonna, you know what I'm saying? If I'm coming into a community trying to help a group of people and they always calling me a thief or always calling me a criminal, or they always trying to getting upset because I'm charging some money for an event and they mad, they calling me a scammer. And I'm actually from the heart of my hearts, like, okay, yeah, he can make a profit. See, my thing is I don't have a problem with people making a profit. But when you have a group of people that are socialists / communists / Marxists, right? Which is what black people are, guys. Communism and socialism has a more favorable view in the black community. We're the only community in America where we favor socialism over capitalism, compared to other groups. Did y'all know that? Black people are more socialist than any other group. So black people believe in redistribution of wealth and free shit all the time. That's how black people are. Black people believe you can go to work your job. They'll be happy. You work your 9 to 5. You come home and everybody get the same amount of shit. Same car, same house, same clothes, same TV, same phone. Everything's the same. They will be happy. That's black folks. Black people are socialist at heart. We weren't like this about 70 years ago. We weren't like this. But today, black people are extremely socialist minded. So when you look at black people today and they look at a person, they see a person up here that's successful, that's charging for an event, we get angry. We quick to condemn and drag people down, right? And say that they charge it. I don't have a problem with people charging for stuff. I don't. If you want to charge for something, go right ahead. The only thing I see I have a problem with it is in the church. And it depends on what it is, to be completely honest with you. Because Pastor Mitchell addressed something yesterday. He's like, man, we going around here, we doing all these events out of our pockets. This is not, we're not taking no church money and spending a dime from the church to do this event. I don't have no problem. If you want to do a little tour, he charged tickets to get in. I really don't care. I don't. I do not care. I care about what the church does. That's it. And so I feel like at the end of the day, when you look at a lot of people in the black community, we get angry when people charge for shit. So we that's why it's so easy for them. That's why it was so easy for people to call me a scammer. And I'm up here now listen, and I don't throw this in anybody's face or anything like this. Guys, the first 3 years of Lifting the Veil, I charged $400. And if you didn't have $400, I would take $100 down, $50. I literally took $50 from people to let them come to class. I would email the link because I ain't had no website back then. I would email the link out. I would let them come on the website, and I would let them get into, I mean, not the website, get into the group, because I was using GoToMeeting back then. They would come, they would get the link. People was emailing the link out. I didn't even change it because I really didn't give a shit. I was really just trying to help people. From my heart of hearts, I really was, right? I told these people, I said, man, if you pay $400 and you take my class and you don't know it, come back and take it for free. I ain't charged shit. If you paid me one time, and you came back, you could take the whole class for free. I'm talking about, I had people took the class 3 times. They only paid me $400. They took the class 3 times. I didn't charge them shit. I let them come back. Right? Now, do I need somebody to pat on the back. No, I don't need a pat on the back. What I'm telling you is I did that, right? At that time, do you know there were people saying I was a scammer? Do you know that I charged $400, let the girl come back? She didn't come back. This one girl took the class, and I talked about this in my other video. I charged $400. She quit. She quit after the first month. She was a school teacher. I'll never forget. She was out of Philadelphia. She took the class and she quit because she didn't like my whatever way of teaching, whatever that was supposed to mean, right? But I looked. She didn't do what I told her, right? And how did I know? Because I had the Thinkific course, and I went through the Thinkific, and I looked, and I said, you're not watching the videos. I had a phone conversation with her. I said, I'm looking. You've only watched 4 videos. You got to follow directions. Just trust the process. Follow directions. Trust me. Right? She came in. She quit after about a month. I was like, all right, well, you know, people quit. Whatever. I ain't really talked to her no more. Fast forward, I get I think it was Q497. I think it might have been him. I don't know who it was, but somebody called me and told me she's over on Pocket Watching JT, dragging me in the comments. They texted me a screenshot. And y'all know Pocket Watching JT will destroy people. If you get up there and say you're a scammer, you done, right? That's your reputation. So I got mad because, you know, I'm taking I hadn't paid. This is like before I ain't even had a subscription. Nothing. I just had, at the time, I just had like the $400. So I go over in the chat and I start going at it with her. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I gave you everything. You quit. You didn't follow directions and you quit. Why are you trying to say I'm a scammer? I was defending myself, right? Fast forward, I signed up for the Better Business Bureau. By now, I done got the website and all that shit, right? So I signed up for the Better Business Bureau. Now, this is like maybe a year or so later. I forgot all about this chick. Do you know I get an email from the Better Business Bureau like maybe a week later? I ain't been on there but a week. She done went and put a complaint up. So I go read the complaint. She talking about, this man does not know what he's doing. He doesn't even give you a book. Bold-faced motherfucking lie. Just a lie. I said, I gave you a free PDF copy. I put the year. I said, I gave you a free PDF copy of the book, T-SQL Fundamentals. I gave you labs. I gave you refused to follow directions. You didn't complete the labs. You didn't watch the videos. You did not follow directions. You said because you were a school teacher, you think you can teach. I'm not doing it right. That's what she told me. Arrogant asshole. Man, I wanted to go off on her ass. But I sat on the phone. She said that shit. I put on speakerphone because my wife was like, who the hell she thinks she is? I'm a school teacher, see, so I understand this a lot better than you do. That's what she told me. I never forgot that shit. You done went and got a college degree and wrote some book reports. Now you know shit, huh? You know better than me, huh? Get your ass on. Right? But I let her talk. I said, okay, everybody doesn't learn. Because I said everybody doesn't learn the same way. I said I said education system is a bit antiquated. We have we had a real conversation. I told her, I said education system is flawed anyway. It really only rewards people that are literary and mathematical in their way of learning, that flourish in those different types of areas. Say you really need to be hands-on. Some people can learn from watching and lectures. Some people hands-on. So I have people share their screens and I try to have them do it on site. See, so that's why I do it like I do. She just sat up there and told me that ain't the way it should be done. I'm like, whatever. Then I have other teachers that tell me, they say, you're really gifted at that. I had school teachers tell me. So I'm like, so which is it? So I got another chick that's a school teacher. She told me I was doing a great job. She says a lot of stuff that you grasp that you don't even understand it. That's how they teach it. That's how the theory of education and how they disseminate knowledge and for students. You're very good at that. I had a female tell me that, one of my students. But then you tell me that I don't know what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, I understand what it's like to go and try to invest and give people free shit for damn near next to nothing and have them shit on you and talk about you. Then I had another chick that lied on me. It is what it is, man. Because I called Q4 that day. I was mad as hell. She actually went to porn. She went to She went to PayPal and tried to say I was talking about porn. She said he's in there talking about porn and stuff. Just lied, just straight lied on me, bro. I was ready to kill her. That's the one time I felt like I probably would have, I'd have went to jail. Because you lied on me. My name is, I take my name very serious. Reputation is very important to me. For you to lie on me and say that I was up there talking about pornography in my class, I don't like stuff like that. But that's the type of shit I done been through with this. Now, am I trying to aim that? Am I holding other students responsible for her actions? No. She did it. She moved on her own accord. I don't take that out on the next student. I don't look at it like that. I've had a lot of female school teachers come in and they cool as hell. So I'm not besmirching black women or anything like that. I'm just saying, because I had a dude that did some grimy shit to me too. I just don't want to tell you all the stories, because actually when he did the grimy shit, the students ganged up on his ass and talked about it because they sent me the chat. Because this is like when I first started and the students was going off on him. Like, man, this man bust his ass and work. Because you got to understand, when I first started, I was teaching class 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I would start class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 o'clock, and it'll go to 12:30, 1 o'clock damn near every night. I literally taught, because they didn't have all this shit that a lot of the other students have now. They ain't had a self-study. They ain't had a quiz. They ain't have, as much. So what I would do is I would literally give them my time and sit there. They didn't even have to study because I did it for them. We'd be sitting there together. I'll teach a shit. Then we'll sit there for 2 hours after class and I'm showing them how to do it. That's how I work myself raggedy for like the first year and a half straight. I would take 2 weeks off and teach it again. I would teach the class, take 2 weeks off, teach it again. 2 weeks off. I did that shit for like, man, at least 18 months straight. Then I just got tired. I said, I can't do this, man. I'm wore out. Right. So I started doing the 3 days a week, hour and a half classes. I started doing that. And I started because I had built out all the other stuff. But it took time. It took time, man. But when I see people come in and when I look at Earn Your Leisure, his mouth has gotten him into some trouble because he don't know when to shut up. When he gets upset, he gets emotional. He lacks self-control. And you have opened the floodgates for people to shit on you. That's what he did. Now they shitting on you. Now they ganging up on you because now you are a representation of every charlatan that's ever come through the black community. Everybody that's ever tried to get over on the black community and do some grimy shit, you the representative for that shit. Because now people bringing all their trauma about some guy that came along and are there people that are scammers? Yeah, but let me explain something to you. Scammers is a relative term, and this is why I'm gonna say this. Just hear me out. There are people that just outright on some bull and they take people's money and they don't give them nothing, and they just make a fool out of them. That's a direct scammer. Then there are people that teach, give their time, tell people what to do, and the failure is on the people, not on that instructor. And those people get called scammers too. Which one is a real scammer? See what I'm saying? Like if I let me show you something. I don't even know if this website's still up. Let me see if it's up right quick. Let me see if this website still exists. Yep. This website right here called Baby Pips, right? It was free. Let me see if it's still free. Learn Forex. How to trade Forex. Start learning. There you go. So they'll show you. You can click this. Right? And you got to have an account. Yeah, but that's the thing. I had a guy that was working on. I had to pay him, man. I just never could get around to it. But I need to pay somebody when you sign up. But it ain't nothing like. I really hadn't had too many problems with people like that where they do some grimy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't suspect that when you sign up. Usually when I sign up, the way I teach the class, I try to give people respect. I respect people that come to me. I don't talk to people crazy. I had a guy that did. I got rid of his ass once I found out he was doing it. That was one of my instructors. But I try to teach people from my heart, man. So it's really, and then people pick up on that, man. People know when you're sincere and you're really trying to genuinely help people, and it's not on some just make money type stuff. It's not. So I genuinely bent over backwards, and I don't have no problems, man. Be honest with you. It's just out of these 8 to 9, well, finna be 10. Yeah, finna be 10 years. So it's been 9 years. Out of these 9 years I've been teaching, I've had some bumps, because some people just ain't shit. Don't matter what you do, they just ain't shit person. So but yeah, that doesn't mean I can't put something there to kind of alleviate some of the stuff that I've had people do to, because I done got screwed over by some people doing some grimy stuff in the background. But it is what it is, man. That's but I don't have this attitude of fuck black people. I just don't. But the point I'm trying to make is when it comes to a scammer, right? I can come up here and have all this information that you got on Baby Pips. Now, Baby Pips is free, or it was. But if they charge, let's say Baby Pips charge, $100 a month, hypothetically, let's just say, right? So they charge $100 a month, and you pay the $100 a month, and you learn, and then you get the basics, but you fail at trading. Now, you failing at trading because of this right here, psychology. 9 times out of 10, that's why people fail. Most systems you get are gonna show you how to be profitable. It's a bunch of them all over the internet showing you how to be profitable. Showing you, everybody tell you about money management in trading, right? Does that mean you know how to manage your money just because they mentioned it? If you watch a lecture on money management, does that mean you're not gonna get emotional? It's not. You can control yourself when it's just $500. Because 1% is $5. Let's get a $20,000 account. 1% is $200. Right? That $20,000 was a sacrifice to put in that account. But you were profitable at $500, so you say, well, let me dump all my savings and everything in there. You're going to get emotional now. Now you're going to say, okay, I made $200, but it's $20,000. Shit, let me see if I can make, I'm going to see if I can make a couple of thousand in a day. Greed. Now you done lost 10% of your account or more in a day because you were greedy. Well, man, that's easy to control. Okay. What if you try to catch a falling knife? Right? What if your indicators, because this is what a lot of people do, they trust the indicators. They don't understand what they're dealing with. A lot of times the market will go in any direction. You cannot just assume that just because it's oversold that it's not going down anymore. The indicator says it's about to be a reversal. You might see a divergence on the MACD and the, I forget the name of the different ones that you got, right? You might see that divergence come. When a divergence coming, you about to hit a home run. At least that's what you think. But then the shit keep going down. You're like, damn. Now it done stopped you out. You done lost your money, but it should have reversed. It didn't. I had that happen. I done lost money in Forex. I done lost money. Come on. We done lost money in Forex, lots, mini lots. I done lost money in options. I done lost money in binary options. I tried to live off binary options one time. I had got good at it. I got to where I was winning 85% of the time in binary options. Still lost. Still blew my account up. That 15 was a doozy. When I did lose, it burnt me. And I didn't know how to just walk away because I was scalping. So if you sitting there during the day in an hour and you walking, you pulling $80 up out the market in an hour. Legit, you done 4 or 5 trades in an hour and you done pulled $80 out. Then you have another hour, you pull $60. And then you keep trading because you're greedy. And then you lose $200. So you had $1,140. You had $1,000, $1,140. Oh, I'm rolling. You feeling good about yourself. You come back and get greedy right before the market closed and lose $200. Now you're down $60 from the day, from where you started. See what I'm saying? I feel like at the end of the day, what people train you on and how you implement and what you do with it. I can train you on Lifting the Veil IT Academy. I can train you on everything. I don't have too many people say I'm a scammer because of the way I try to teach. I try to really go above and beyond. But every once in a while you get somebody, oh man, that's a scam because I didn't get a job. Well, wait a minute, you didn't get a job. Why? Well, I took the course and I passed your interview, but I didn't get a job. Okay, so what does it take to get a job? Did you do that? Because I don't sell them bullshit. I say, look, man, you might be out there 8-9 months looking for a job. It might happen. Now that's a lot, but I'm just saying it might take that long for you to get a job, man. How many jobs are you applying for? What are you doing? Did you get in your car and go to the recruiting firm, put you a suit on, go get you some old-fashioned resume paper from Office Max, print your resume out on quality resume paper, get you about 20, 30 resumes and go around in different recruiting firms in your local city. Meet these people, look them in the face, because oftentimes they'll get jobs. You know what they do? They call people they know. I had a dude call me Friday for a project I'm interviewing for next week. He called me Friday because he know me. He didn't even, he said, man, we didn't even list this job. I knew it reads just like your resume. So I called you. That's how recruiters do. You want to get, especially American recruiters, you want to meet them. Insight Global, Robert Half Technologies, Matrix Resources. These are the places you want to go, right? K-Force. These are the places you want to go. You want to go in there. You want to meet these people. You want to look them in the face, talk to them, smile, let them know you're in the market and what you're looking for. Why? Recruiters have a quota. They have to meet with certain developers. Did y'all know that? They have to actually meet with people. That's part. So what they're going to do, they'll come in there. They'll be glad you walked in there. They'll put you down and say, I met with this person. Now your phone ringing off brand. You getting them off brand phone calls that ain't got, it ain't on the website, but this company called me. I want to place you over here. That's how I got on with a couple of companies. Deerdorf Communications in Midtown. I got over there on a whim because the dude knew me. And the dude said, man, I'm looking for somebody, man. And I ain't really got that much money, but we want to get us somebody to come over here and work. Da, 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 da. I said, okay. He said, but the dude said, okay, bet I got the perfect guy for you. This is when I first got started. Dude said, man, look, they ain't paying but $40. I said, I'll take it. I worked that job 6 months. Started paying on my tickets, getting my license back. I saved my money. I ain't had no car at the time. So I was saving money like a mug. All I had to pay for was a damn little extended stay place I was staying in. That's it. That was my only bill. Other than that, I was just stacking on a $40 hour job. Damn sure did. But I was able to get myself ahead. And what I'm telling you is, when it comes to anything, you can call something a scam, but a lot of times what gets called a scam is stuff that takes effort and it takes the student or the person that's the pupil has to sit and do the work. And if they don't want to do the work to get to the results, they'll call it a scam. That's the truth. So you go to the InvestFest conference and you sit there and some guy is talking and he's telling you what he can do in real estate and how he got there. What you don't see is the fuckery that he went through with all the contractors and the developers and all the shit that he had to go through. That's the truth. That's the gospel truth. Real talk. Anyway, guys, I put the link in the chat. If ain't nobody coming, I'm going to head out in a second. But, it is what it is. I see you saying Stormy Wellington is a scammer. That's what I'm saying. Stormy Wellington, I know for a fact, there's this lady that does real estate. I forget her name. She had a conference here. She's showing herself riding in Lamborghinis and Lamborghini trucks and doing all this stuff. I don't get impressed with shit like that. I hate it. I hate when black people feel like they got to put on these fancy ass like Ferraris and like, nigga, you getting that off the course. You're not getting that off of what you telling me. You're not getting that because you traded Forex or you traded, or you're not getting that because you doing real estate. You getting it because you selling a damn $10,000 course. You know what I'm saying? You having you see these people at these conferences. That's why I go to Traffic Sales and Profit, because a lot of these people go to, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all before I leave. This is true. I'm not tripping about Traffic Sales and Profit because I think it's good. It's a good conference, but it be some crazy stuff at that conference. Let me show you. This event right here, So they doing something different now. I had to check that out later. But
you at the blackest conference on the.
I'm Jen Shaw. We spend our days helping employers sort.
You at the blackest conference on the planet for black entrepreneurs on Juneteenth weekend.
I heard that we decided to dominate. Do I have some dominators in the room?
yeah, a lot of this shit just be motivational. It is. I don't get upset about that. People are, oh man, they running mind games. No, it's not. I understand what I'm getting. See, I know better. I go to conferences. Yeah, they want to motivate you and a lot of these people are like, they don't say rookies, but they just not getting into business. So a lot of this stuff I don't get mad about.
So the decision that you need to make to dominate is not a decision that you can put off for another 6 months, 3 months, another year. It's something that you got to get locked in on right now, today, and say, whatever y'all teach.
And you know what? Know why I like this conference? I went to this conference. Let me tell you something. It's not as big as InvestFest, but one of the things I noticed, a lot of those people in this mastermind group is killing. I'm telling you straight up. If you talk to anybody in the mastermind group, I just ain't paying no $35,000 for no damn. I'm not doing it. But that's what I'm saying. He making a killing just off the mastermind group. That's how he make his millions. Right? But it's a hell of a conference, though.
I'm going to apply.
78% of America say they are influenced by Black people. And what that really means is when you get it right with Black people, you get it right with mainstream.
With systems, the systems that got you here, as you saw, don't automatically get you there.
Welcome to the stage, Young Bloods.
I post up, get to it, drink hand in it. They call me Mr. Harry Bone.
Not be where it is today without Africa.
Let me stop just using AI for emails and social content and posts, and let me talk to it about these webinars I'm doing. With Codex, what I did is I connected to Census Business Builder, and I had to go out and pull down the census.
I ain't gonna lie. Now,
so now I know
Lamar do drop some gems. I got to give it to him. This brother right here, I've actually, when I would go to his conference, I would sit there and listen to him talk. He dropped some heat. Now he ain't no Milli Vanilli. That I will give him that. Lamar, if you listen to him, he will give you some game. Like he really do. He'll tell you where to go. Hey man, go to this site right here, and this is what you do. Because he teach probably about 10% of the conference himself is him talking, dropping game. But he legit though. I will admit that, and I've been to a bunch of his events. Lamar Tyler is a legit. Like if you sit there and you go to the conference and you sit and listen to him talk, he gonna give you websites. He gonna tell you where to go, what to do. That's him. Doesn't mean you're going to be a billionaire the next day, though. Doesn't mean that, does it? See, I know better. This is what Black folks get mad about. They'll call this man a scammer. I don't call this man no scammer. I don't. Yeah, his prices are crazy. I'm not paying no $30,000 for no damn mastermind group. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. But he know the game, though. He do.
My customer data from my C.
I got a homeboy of mine that wants like $25,000 for his. But it would be one-on-one. If I was going to pay, I'll pay him. It'll be one-on-one, me, him, and another guy. And they gonna get in. They're going to be hands-on, help me get, and that's what it is. He about the only dude I'll pay that kind of money to. Because I know it's got to be one-on-one if I do. It's going to be one-on-one, hands-on. It ain't going to be no, okay, you in a group and it's 30 people in the chatting. No, I don't want that. I want to get in my laptop, go to your house, sit down, and we walk through how the hell I'm going to fix this and get where I got to go. That's what I would do. That's what I want for that kind of money.
CRM, I have the characteristics of the populations spread out across the United States.
As your business grows, especially if it's growing fast, it's going to outgrow you if you do not change and shift.
This is the part about
That's what I saw with the girl that was on, what's the name of that? The girl that was on Shark Tank, Curl Mix. I think I think something happened with their company. They done went under. So it's a lot of Black businesses, they'll get to a certain level and then they get to where they they really doing it, and then they'll crumble for whatever reason, mismanagement. Because you got to understand, I heard a sermon about this years ago. A lot of times you're going from old mistakes to new mistakes. So you learn one thing, you get to a certain level, and then you crumble because you ain't never been here. Like I had never been in 2006 making all that money and doing real estate. I thought it was going to keep. I didn't know nothing about no housing crash. I didn't know it was coming. My dad knew, but he died in 2006. Dad knew what time it was. I remember the conversations, but I saw why Dad thought like that when 2008 happened. I was like, oh, no wonder Dad was talking like that. Because I look back in the 70s, he lived through it. He saw it in the 70s.
Founder identity. You're going to have to make that move from solopreneur to CEO. You got to go from technician to leader, right? Creator to visionary, hustler to builder.
And I would say 9 times out of 10, if you have to fire your entire team, it's probably not a team problem. It's probably a leadership and a standards problem. We want to take our opportunity to celebrate these businesses that have made this achievement.
Bro, it'd be so many people in that 6-figure line, man, 6-figure, 3 people that don't even be a part. These are only the people in the mastermind group that's getting awards. These are not the people in the just there. So it'd be a lot of success. That's why I love this conference, because it's one of the few times I can get around people that's doing it, that's really doing it.
These are companies that done between 100,000 and 999,000 over the last 12-month cycle.
We've been in business 10 years and we've never received acknowledgement. And we work hard.
This year's 20.
It'd be a lot of black women doing it too. I'm just keeping it above. It'd be a bunch of sisters. That's about 90% sisters at this conference. I'm just being straight up. It don't be a lot of brothers.
26th Freedom Award winner is
Uralis Ferdinand.
You do have a win. Your win I wanted to share is that even though we didn't hit the goal, you got a huge win in revenue from where you are so far this year.
So basically, my business as of today has made $640,000. And remember, I'm only like 40-some thousand away from where I was last year. So I know for sure, like, this will be my first $1 million year. So next year, I'm gonna get my second figure.
98% of businesses are
That's coming traffic right there.
wasting the asset. Either they just ain't even doing that with it,
That's one of the people I was talking about in the mastermind group who would be I'll be working with.
or just massively underutilizing it.
Black representation matters because this really is going to decide policies that affect Black businesses. Policy affects you whether you want it to or not. So I always encourage people to stay involved in the process.
DEI isn't dead, it's underground. And as we celebrate Juneteenth, we know how to operate underground. Just ask Harriet Tubman. We know how to do this.
Black genius has always existed, but what's been missing is the IP, which is intellectual property.
AI writes the best prompts. So if you want something, describe it, let AI build it, and then refine it. Most of you are 5 to 10 prompts away from building something great.
When it comes to social media, everybody is on here sharing all these wins. The wins start to become normalized. They don't stand out. But these failures, they stand out and they also start humanizing you. When you become a human to the person on the other screen, you also build trust. And we know what building trust with an audience looks like. It looks like they turn to buyers.
Yeah.
We are about to do our second annual pitch competition. We really believe that entrepreneurs just don't need great ideas. They need opportunities to be seen. Our first place winner to our second annual pitch competition, Ariel Fuller.
5 years from now, I want you to realize that the decisions I made this year and last year are going to be what allows me to dominate across the globe in the next 10 to 15 years.
Every single video you post, it's not about you being the smartest at giving information. It's about you understanding how people work and how the machine that we're using to get more volume on any platform works.
I started being consistent January 2018. By July 2019, I got to 100,000 subscribers. 2022, I got to 1 million. And then 2025, I got to 2 million.
In less than 72 hours, you have raised $33,402.
In this room, these people are here, sitting, networking, sitting down, making deals, talking to each other.
If you're not a part of the community and you desire to grow and scale your business, I would encourage you to do it. It's really genuine and authentic.
To be here on Juneteenth is just a reminder that we are the ones we've been waiting for, that we are the ones that are going to take our legacy to the next level.
Show her some love for Miss Marsha Ambrosius.
I just wanna touch and kiss, say I'm with that. Okay, background singers.
Yeah, so this conference is nice. It's a nice conference. I like it, but this is a good one for like, it's actually a little bit more compared to InvestFest. This is a little bit more practical than InvestFest, but InvestFest is bigger. InvestFest has more stuff, but as far as like if you have a business and you're trying to grow your business, TSP Live. Real talk. Real talk. Let me share one more thing and then I'm gonna head out. But I gotta share this because I need some help from y'all. If y'all can help me. So I'm gonna just put this on here right quick for y'all to see it. So this is my Lifting the Veil channel. And just trying to start putting content over here. And I got a few videos I put up. I got one coming out tonight I got scheduled, but as y'all can see right here, I want y'all to get over here if you can, man. Show your boy some love. This is me talking about different stuff. I did a check stub video where I'm showing my check stubs and stuff like that. I always show old check stubs. I don't show current ones, but this is from I'm showing some 2019 check stubs, just showing people what you need to do to telling them about how to get in. Interview questions. I did a few interview question ones here about being a data analyst. I've been a data analyst a bunch of times. So I'm just telling people how to do what they need to do. But I'm gonna start growing this channel over here, trying to really put this on the map because I really don't do nothing with this channel. I have not. This channel been sitting for 525 days up until the day I put this video up right here. So I haven't been doing nothing, but I'm gonna start really pushing this channel, just trying to put some students out there, trying to help people get jobs. And it's not going to necessarily just be data analytics, which is my main skill set, but it's going to be anything tech. So I'm going to be talking about crypto and artificial intelligence as far as AI, engineering jobs, what you need to get that, the different skill sets. So I'm definitely going and I'm using as a frame of reference the videos of people that have taught my class, data science. So I'm using AI to pull out their knowledge and wisdom, and that's where the bullet points are coming from. So you'll see from a lot of the content that I put up, because it's going to be not necessarily my wheelhouse, but it's going to be in that skill. And look, just subscribe, show your boy some love, man. Help me get over 500 if you can. I'm not going live. I hadn't been live on this channel ever. I might go live one day and talk about, depending on what I'm going to talk about, but I'm really trying to invest in like real like equipment, like live streaming equipment, and have like where I can go live in my basement and I have a background and I'm talking about real quality shit. So, but the amount of money I'm gonna have to spend to do it like I want is probably gonna be about $4,000. So I really don't want to do that right now, but I'm gonna keep making videos, but I will per week now start dropping. So that's probably the part of the reason y'all, because I wanted to go live and talk about this a couple of days ago, but I made all three of these. I made these 3 videos. I made this one, and this one. So I've been busy making videos over here. So this is going to get most of my energy probably moving forward, because this channel here, and I'm still, when I want to vent about something, I will come over here. But the thing is about this channel, the one you're looking at, it's pretty much a channel that I want to grow and really kind of move in a different lane as far as what I do. I do know that YouTube just changed it where you have to have like 8,000 hours. I ain't really tripping. I'm just going to make content. I'm not tripping. I just want to grow the subscribers and get engagement on my videos. That's it. I don't really care about the number. Like if I can get, 50,000 subscribers and I'm getting, every video is getting 10,000 views, 12,000 views or something, I'll be happy. I don't care if I'm monetized. It's not necessarily about, ad revenue, and I'm not necessarily doing it for that. Just like I didn't monetize my other channel. This channel, it took me about 3 years to monetize it. And then as soon as I monetized it, they took it from me. So now I can't monetize this channel here again. I don't think I can. So I ain't gonna even try. But the other channel, this channel here, I might monetize it later, but it'll be specifically for tech. That's all I'm doing. It's all I'm talking about on this channel is tech. I'm not talking about anything else. But that's it. But guys, if you could, man, come over here and check me out. Give me a subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. But what my boy Ant talking about? What do I think of prop firms? I think it depends on what you do with it. It depends on how good of a trader you are. Says, what made you think that LTV didn't have legs to stand on? You honestly been sleeping on your bread. You know what though, bro? Like at the end of the day, man, like I don't make that much off lifting the veil like that. Truth be told, I don't. And I just do it because it's something that I enjoy doing, number one. Number two, I have had times where I was really doing well with it, but I've kind of neglected it. I hadn't really just been pushing it like I should have. You know what I'm saying? So this is part of it because I need organic content. I can't just depend on going and doing YouTube interviews all the time. So I got to do organic. So I'm trying to, and this is something that I just don't want to, I dread it because it's work, but I'm going to do it. It's now to make my mind up. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to really start like pushing and getting, and it's something I want to tell you guys that's really going to help this. It's something called vidIQ. That's what made it easy for me to do videos like this. vidIQ. Y'all know me. I'll make a 2-hour video in a minute. vidIQ is like do little 10-minute videos, 10, 12-minute videos. That's all you need. That's what's called long form videos. So that's what I'm doing. So the name of the game is convert viewers to an email list. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely monetize it, try, man. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's people out here with 200,000 subscribers and they got courses, they doing, and they doing it full time. I'm like, damn, I really wouldn't even have to work. If I didn't have to work with companies and stuff, I could really just probably sit around and invest in really making quality content on this. And even I thought about taking this Sub-Zero channel and making it into a different type of channel where I talk about political issues and stuff like that. But I got a certain spiel on my political viewpoints that probably get my channel terminated. So I probably just need to, I don't know, I'll probably start a separate channel or something. But, what's up, Dom? Says the Erica podcast route is one lane. Yeah. vidIQ is where it's at, bro. I'm gonna check you out, man. I can't get to the link from over here. I gotta go to the actual video to get to it. But yeah, man, check us out. Give me a subscribe. I needed 10 more subscribers. So it'd be good if y'all subscribe. No, and these are like older videos I did. Like, let me go over here. These are my older videos. Y'all know something up. I'm putting my face out there. I really don't never show myself. So, but I'm not really talking like on here. Like this is, you're almost definitely going to get the question, tell me about yourself. And people mess that question up all the time. They either talk too long or they tell their whole life story or they just start talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the job. Don't do that. So I'm giving you real legit, sound advice on stuff. And then there's this other video I did. The pay stub video hadn't come out yet, but I think that's a good video, just in my personal opinion, because most people don't show real check stubs. I don't know why. Ain't like you got to show people all your business. So I blotted out everything and then just showed the pay. Like, this is what it is, man. This is how much money you can make. $2,300. I think I had one check. They paid me 2 weeks. I got like $4,600. They paid me for 2 weeks. So you can be paid pretty good, bro, in this game. You know what I'm saying? And that was 2019. I make more than that now. But that's what I'm saying. So anyway, man, God bless. And just so you know, if you do want to, if anybody's interested, you can go to the website, sign up. Lifting the Veil IT Academy is LTV, www. Is it on here? I ain't even got the damn website up here. I need my ass whooped. Let me put my website up here, man. Damn. I don't even got it up there. See, that just go to show you I really have not been focused like I should on Lifting the Veil, man. Like I need to. So, but that's about to change, bro. I'm gonna change some things around on this channel. Let me see. I need to customize channel. There we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that up there, man, because I can't believe I didn't put up there. I'm gonna have that up here now. So anyway, man, God bless, and I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a good one.